Take me to the channel for the PCP. Listen to some voicemails for the Minecraft stream. I really want to have Radcon funded by you. We can be procrastinators. Welcome to the Procrastinators podcast, the only Procrastinators podcast starring me, Ben Saint, and Give and Take.
Hey. Oh.
And we've got, you're not going to believe who's on the show this week. The one and only. Everyone has missed him. Everyone has been asking for him in the comments for years and years. His slavering, drooling, brain dead fans have been ravening in the comments. They say they won't watch if he's not here. Well, guess what, suckers? He's back. It's the one, the only, cheesy Manfredo.
I'm back, baby.
Oh my
I'm
God.
back, bitches.
They're
Finally, the triumphant return.
Finally, after I look at,
The
I see
prodigal son.
I see all the comments. I see cheese heads in the comments. They'll be like, "No cheesy, no watch.
No cheese, no watch.
No cheese, no watch." It's crazy.
Fuck
No
those guys.
cheesy, no watch. It's like that Bob Marley.
We're back and we're better than ever.
Mhm.
It's March 29th. Oh shit, I just doxed myself. Oh shit.
I doxed the
fuck. Oh,
time.
no.
Which this
I said what time it is. They know when I am.
A time traveler
They
could
can
come and fucking
pinpoint
murder
where-
you.
like when they listen to this, they can be like, okay, so who was where at exactly 29th of March last week?
They can follow the air trails. They can follow the chemtrails.
That you leave trailing behind you everywhere you go.
They can look at the map of all the boats surrounding the Horn of Africa and not going through the Suez Canal and be like, fascinating, I see.
They're
And
gonna
deduce something.
they're gonna grab your audio and be like, wait, what's that sound? Wait, and then they hear the beer chirping. It's like, hold up, is that a East Coast swallow? I know where Ben's located.
Oh wait, the rarest of them all. It only grows at this one address on this one street.
That son
You
of a
sure?
bitch.
Are you sure you mean the Horn of Africa, like the bit on the edge?
The bottom, right?
No, the Horn of Africa. If you look at Africa, there's like a spike on the right side. It's like where
like
Saudi Arabia
Kenya
is.
is, or
Is it on the Madagascar
Wait.
side?
No. It's the thing next to.
no, Saudi Arabia is the big chunk that's like
next
off.
to it. Yeah.
It's like
Somalia.
technically
It's
Africa.
the Horn of Africa
Yeah.
is the Somalia spike. You could stab someone. With that.
Oh, cool.
I see. I meant the southern tip. I don't know what it's called. I know
called
it's South Africa. I guess it's just called South Africa.
That's where Elon Musk was born. Fun fact.
Lucky him.
Fucking
Lucky us that South Africa decided to gift us a savior.
Elon Musk. Thank God. Who would have thought it would have been a white guy? That's so crazy.
It's so. I mean, can you imagine? God, thank God Elon Musk was born white, right? Otherwise, who knows what could have happened?
Yeah. Like
I don't even know what the
like-
joke was there.
It's just alluding to race relations in South Africa. Like, you know what? Think about that.
race relations in South Africa. Why? What happened there?
I
Nothing, actually.
Nothing at all.
Don't look it up.
Don't worry
look
about
it
it.
up, gamers.
They just dug the white people out of the ground. You know, there's different kind of rocks down there.
Like
That's
the
where they
orcs
came
in Lord of
from.
the Rings.
Yeah. That's where white people came from. It's
yeah,
all in the books.
Saruman got the white mud, and then that birthed out the white people.
The white mud. Delicious.
So what's poppin', gamers? How you guys been?
I literally just got to my house like 5 minutes before the episode was supposed to start. From on the bus. First time I've ridden a bus in a while, but I had to do it. I had to risk COVID because I had to see my fucking family again this weekend.
Oh man.
But my parents are. Well, my dad's vaccinated. My mom is semi-vaccinated, so I guess they were like,
It's the
well,
routine
time to
COVID
risk it all. Yeah.
Oh
They
my
haven't had
God.
COVID in a while. They gotta make sure they're topped up.
Yeah, at least your parents get vaccinated. I'm pretty sure my parents are not gonna get vaccinated at all.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
It was like at the start. I don't know if I said this before on a previous episode, but at the start of March, one of my roommates tested positive, and everyone else in our house got tested too.
Yeah.
And I was calling my mom. I was telling her that yeah, I won't be able to come visit this weekend because I don't know if I have it or not.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, and then I asked her if she got tested, if anyone in the family's gotten tested, and she says like no, because we don't live in fear. And it's
Oh,
like,
dear.
oh my God.
Oh, dear.
God,
Oh, is that
Jesus
why?
Christ.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah.
why.
And I'm like, I can't, and then I see them on Instagram story and Facebook, and they're still going to like parties and shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
they're
glad I
living
moved
in
out.
fear of the vaccine. That's the funny thing, is that they are living in fear. They're so scared of
I
taking a
am-
vaccine. It's not even difficult.
It's fucking annoying.
Are you gonna-
I do not like it.
I think I'm going to be able to get it in like I might even be able to get it in like a month or two. That's exciting.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
I should probably try and sign onto a list or something. Yeah.
I think here in California, I think everyone could get it on the 15th or something. They're like
Oh my
they're
God.
massively giving it out on the 15th. I don't know how to do it
Jealous.
exactly.
Jealous.
Yeah, it's funny because I heard that there's like a specific Twitter bot for people in California that if you follow them, they
Mhm.
can like tell you where you could get an appointment. The thing is, the downside is you have to be following the bot, and I maxed out my follows, so I can't follow the bot.
So what? So
And
unfollow someone.
Nah, I can't do that.
Okay.
You
You need all 5,000 of those follows.
Unfollowing someone is like the worst thing you can do to someone, Ben. That's like it's
That's
worse
true.
than murder. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true. That's why I.
Right.
That's why I relish the opportunity to do it whenever I get the chance.
That's why
Yeah,
I avoid
people-
the problem by never following anyone.
I don't based. Yeah. People ask me why do I still follow Nick Fuentes, and I'm like, I did it on accident years ago, and now I can't go back on my word.
I just can't find the button.
That's what a coward would do. That's like, yeah, no, you follow things till the very end. You're not allowed to change your mind, right?
I guess you're right.
Only
I
a
guess
coward
I can't.
would undo an accident.
I can't argue.
Only a coward would clean up
Exact-
after his messes.
That is so true. That's my roommates are the ultimate not cowards because they never clean the dishes. It's pretty base.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
awesome.
you.
I love spending an extra 30 minutes for every
It's-
meal that I make. It's fucking awesome.
It's like yeah, it's a little extra work, but it's worth it to know that your roommates aren't cowards. You don't live with no cowards.
When push comes to shove, at least they're not cowards. Am I right, gamers?
So I saw Nate. I hung out with Nate. Also, he was there. Believe it or not, him and Michelle. And then
Oh, a family gathering with Nate?
Finally.
yes.
Wonder
believe
why.
believe it or
were your
not.
families related or something?
What was he doing there? Yeah, we were married for a brief while there. So
Yeah, that must have been very weird for Michelle, but you know.
it was. Oh, it was. And then okay, so funny on what was supposed to be like the last day, we came into Boston, and we got Munchie and Kazzy to come out and hang with us, but it was so like gross and rainy, and we all hated it. We just went back to my parents' house and just like stayed there, and just watched The Witch, the Vavitch, which I'd never seen
Oh.
before, and it was pretty good. And then I got an acai bowl because we were saying, bro, you hardly touched your acai bowl, and I wanted an acai bowl, and now I've had
What?
now I've had
What's wrong?
one.
What?
What's wrong, King? You haven't touched
What's
your
an
acai bowl.
acai bowl?
It's basically, do you know what acai is? Like a berry, and it's basically just like a sorbet
Oh.
bowl. It's like a sorbet bowl, and they put like granola and fruit and chocolate and shit on it. It's like frozen yogurt, but a little different, I guess. Acai. It's full of antioxidants. It's a superfruit.
Oh. It's good to know. Yeah, you're probably like, you're probably immune to the coronavirus at this point. You know.
I should hope so, because I had
Yeah,
to
what up?
ride the frickin' bus, and I don't like doing that. I tell you what, I really don't like doing that.
Not
some
a big
scary
fan of the
shit.
bus. Not a big fan of that bus.
Do you get like paranoid about like touching the handlebars and stuff, or like, because like
Not so much about
people have touched
touching.
this and they
Because I bring a big bottle of hand sanitizer, of green hand sanitizer that
I
I
was just
slapped
gonna
the Slime Corp logo on. So I sanitize my hands pretty regularly when I'm out. There was, on the bus back to my house, there was I don't know if he was a homeless guy, but he looked like he could have been. But he was sitting on. He wasn't sitting. He was like leaning against a seat that was up. Right. It was like one that you can fold down if you need to, but it was up, but he was leaning on it. He was technically wearing a mask, but it was like crunched up, so it covered his mouth, but not his chin or his nose, and it had spots of what may have been blood on it. And he was just standing there with his like cart or whatever, and he like talked overly familiarly to the bus driver as he got off, calling her sister and stuff and wishing her family well. And then he got off, and then this girl like got on after him and sat like right where he was sitting, and I'm thinking like I wouldn't sit there, but she doesn't know.
Ooh.
She doesn't know who was there.
God, I hate
the bloody
hate that.
mask.
Like,
the bloody mask was really like, what's that about?
There was this one time that sort of thing happened, but it was much stinkier. Because there was
All right.
there was a guy on the tube. He was like, very homeless, very smelly.
Very homeless. Yeah.
Very homeless.
Extra homeless.
Like he had like his shoes were like wet. He didn't. I don't know. Like his shoes like had plastic bags taped around them, and he smelled a bit of piss. It was very unsettling.
Well,
and he
I
was
mean,
so-
don't judge. I mean, who among us hasn't smelled of piss?
How
occasionally?
dare this man not have a home? What the fuck is wrong with him?
I know it's
Why can't
not
he
what
go?
I'm saying.
Why can't he go
It's-
to the home store and buy a home?
He bought too much avocado toast.
What I'm saying is that I came in, and I didn't notice this at first, because he was on one side of the train, and then most everyone else in that carriage was on the other side of the train, and I sat down on a free seat, and then I was like, oh no, oh god, it's so bad, I have to move,
dear.
and it was so embarrassing, like sitting down near to this guy and having to move because he was like you would throw up sort of smell.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, I hate this. Everything about this is so unfortunate.
damn. All right. So Gib, imagine that experience, but almost every day. Because
I know.
I'm talking about myself. Like I lived unironically through a situation like that almost every day.
Whoa,
Were you
shit.
the homeless man?
Yeah, I was a homeless man. No, it was like I rode the public school bus, and just like it was like I think in the beginning of high school, and I would just kind of sit in the front because I didn't have too many friends on the bus, right? And I mean I wouldn't really care too much, and there's one girl who would always sit right next to me, and no one would want to sit with her, and I'm gonna tell you why, because she smelled really awful. Like, really terrible. And I don't think she had poor hygiene. I think it's a medical condition, unironically, because it always just was the same kind of, like, stinky consistency. And you could actually smell some soap on her. Like, she would maybe try to, like, kind of rub it off. But unironically, she would always just smell, like, terrible. And I think she unironically had a condition. She just had a condition.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, and but I think over time I eventually got like numb to it. Like I didn't even like notice. We never even talked at all. She would just like sit right next to me because you just gotta.
And now we're married.
Yeah, now we're married. Now,
But was she cute though?
Now she's my stinky wife. She was okay.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Like
that's good enough for me.
I don't know. I don't look at people's eyes and faces.
What?
I'm too nervous for that.
The beginning of high school was like maybe 10 to 8 years ago. I don't know. There was only 2 Iron Man movies when I went to high school. Or
No, impossible.
yeah, true. Yeah, I chronicled time by how many MCU movies existed at the period.
Thank God we live in a more civilized age now.
Thank God. Thank God there's 3 Iron Man movies now. Imagine.
We're living really in limbo after the second one.
It's you know what kind of it's terrible. That's why I hate Trump, because they never came out with Iron Man 4 under a Trump presidency. It really is a shining example.
The first thing Biden said is that we're bringing Iron Man 4.
Iron Man 4 DVDs are going to go out the door immediately as soon as...
I'm still waiting for my Iron Man 4 DVD, Biden.
Biden.
Speaking of Biden, here's some good news.
Fuck
Biden, yeah. Joe Biden,
the man himself, the man of the hour.
He's gonna run for president 2024. Good news.
I saw that. He said he definitely wouldn't, but now he's just gonna do it. Damn, he's gonna be dead. He's gonna be fucking dead.
I'm hoping he is in Minecraft.
He's gonna perish in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So is there? I don't know much about the election stuff. So can a president, like if Obama, for example, didn't run for his second term, would he just be able to do that? I thought it was sort of like like a championship belt. Like Obama has the belt, and now like all these people are going to try and challenge him.
You don't have to run. You don't have to run, but you're only allowed to hold office twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Trump's going to run again in 2024. So it's literally going to be Trump versus versus Biden again.
Damn.
Unless they die, which would be better, but also probably something worse. Someone even worse would show up. So I don't even know what I want.
You think it's hard to predict who might be the next Trump 2.0. I don't think it's not gonna be Junior. That's for a fact.
You think it's gonna be like
has no charisma.
Well, what
I don't know,
what counts as Trump 2.0? Like someone who's just bad
Tucker,
policy, or it's just like the same
maybe Tucker
personality sort of thing?
Yeah.
I could see Tucker Carlson running for president eventually, but not like in 2024. He's just making too much money.
Steven Crowder. I think Steven Crowder mentioned something about running for office in his state.
He did. God, fucking mighty.
Every other motherfucker. Ben Shapiro for 2024. Finally, a logical president.
Stop just telling me facts about what is going to happen.
Just bring back.
I don't want to know.
Bring back president by combat.
Trial by stone.
Get a gladiatorial arena.
Gotta do this. We gotta go back to the Skeksis and do trial by stone. I think Joe Biden.
Like getting stoned?
No, it's when you you take the sword and you smash the rock with it, and you try to make a big cut in the rock with your big sword.
I thought you were gonna say pull out the sword like Excalibur, right?
Haven't you seen Dark Crystal?
No, I'm not a virgin. Got him. Damn, got him.
Whatever, never mind.
No, wait, no, babe, King, I'm so sorry, King.
Babe, you've barely even finished your trial by stone, babe.
No, babe, keep talking about Dark Crystal. It's so sexy, babe.
Did I say that I got the acai bowl? Did I say that on the show?
Yes.
That I got the acai bowl, so now I know?
Yes.
Okay. I knew about, babe, you've barely even touched your collectible blue Sonic Curry. And recently I saw, babe, you've barely touched your whale-flavored horse meat. That one was pretty good. I didn't hear anyone say, bro, you've barely touched your acai bowl. But I vibed with it. And I used to watch that Pokemon Go guy, Nick. On that, he had that Pokemon Go YouTube channel, and he would always get acai bowls. And I always wondered, and now I know. And that's my story. You know. And I'm sticking to it.
Do you still play Pokemon Go?
No, not really since coronavirus. Even though, like, you can.
Yeah, cards.
Well, you
I
can
just
like
realized
they
how dumb
changed.
that is.
No, it's not dumb because they changed it so you don't really have to walk around anymore. They made it like a lot easier to find Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like
They've-
yeah.
The main thing they did, I think, because I opened it today, so I had a nice little walk. But your buddy gives you like gifts that you can then send to friends, and they can open it and get items.
Mm-hmm.
And Pokestop spinning distance has been increased, so you can spin things that are very far away. Not that far away, but like
Further.
it's better. Yeah. So and they've made other changes that allow you to play at home, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not that great though, because you can't get the real experience. The real experience is just having a nice walk and occasionally twiddling at your phone.
My phone is just
The nice walk is kind of important.
I should just get a better phone because that's like the coronavirus didn't help, but the real reason I stopped playing was just because my phone is bad and the game just lagged a lot and it was really annoying. So I should just get a better phone. I should just fuck.
Get a fucking phone.
My parents were asking me what I want for my
can't think of a
birthday,
brand.
and I literally could not think of anything like all weekend except maybe like a new pair of shoes. But yeah, I obviously need a new phone. I'm such an idiot. It's taking me this long to remember.
You DM your parents saying, "Actually, I know what I want now. For a gift," and then they say, "Well, sorry, Ben, too late. Now Nate is gonna get 2 gifts."
I realized that like those the shoes that used to be Nate's but that are mine but that I did not steal, of course they are my shoes legitimately. I realized that they just smelled like horrible. I didn't even like notice anymore because they live in my room, but like I wore them out, I put them on and I went out to like get in the car with the fam and they were like, "Ben, you smell terrible." And I'm like, "I don't know what you mean. I just showered like before I got in the car." And they were like, "No, you smell really terrible." And I was like, "Why? How could this be?" And I gnashed my teeth and I pounded my fists in the air and I said, "Why, God? Why have you cursed me like this?" And then I realized it was just the shoes. They were just disgusting. So I washed them. And I will probably destroy them soon because they are infected. They are unclean.
They're cursed.
They are cursed.
Nate did a gypsy witch spell that cursed him to be stinky.
He definitely did something because it's not natural. It's not a natural affliction that ails them. It's not of this earth.
You wonder why Nate hasn't uploaded anything on the Best Guy Ever channel because he was too busy learning the dark arts so he could curse Ben Sane.
Curse the shoes.
to have stinky shoes.
It worked.
He shall have stinky shoes. Next step of his plan is to give Ben a
If I can't have them, no one can have them.
I will give Ben a stinky wife. That shall be the next step of my plan.
No, please.
Why is this a stinky episode of the PCP?
Stinky.
Stinky. Terrible.
God. Yeah, that's fucking.
That's fucking stupid.
That's fucking stupid. Speaking of stinky, I've been enlightened. I found out something about myself, and it's due to Ben Saint. He kind of triggered this. I found out that I've been a fan of Andrew Hussey the whole time.
Oh, because I've showed you the way.
Yeah. Ben said, cheesy read Cyclonials. Yep.
Cyclone. Oh yeah. Have you not?
I'm a psycho boy.
Seen any Hussey stuff before?
I've avoided Homestuck like the plague. Because I just don't want to read it. I was just not interested in reading Homestuck. And then Ben over here was like adding me saying like, cheesy, you're gonna like Cyclonials, you gotta check it out. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. And then another friend of mine, shout out to Sporktown Heroine. She's all like, she showed me like a screenshot of it because she started playing it.
I got a bunch of people in my Discord server to give Cyclonials a chance, and they all thanked me profusely and said, "Ben, you really are a genius." And I said, "I know, but thank you."
I was like, wow. It used to be Best Guy Ever, but clearly it's Ben now. Ben Best Guy Ever is this
Ben Guy Ever.
Ben Guy Ever, yeah.
True.
But I also because Homestuck is just long, and I don't know. That just kind of like not. That just didn't
sure
attract
fair.
me, right? I mean,
You
it was
should read,
like it was a combination of the art style and like it being long, and it's like
Yeah.
But Cyclonius is like only going to be 9 chapters, which is like okay, cool. I could live for this.
Well,
gonna
if you
have a
like
good time.
Cyclonials and you're looking for more hussy, but Homestuck's too long for you, you should check out Problem Sleuth afterwards.
Problem Sleuth, Whistles the Clown might be something to look into.
I keep getting
That was a fun
I
little
keep
thing.
recommended Whistle the Clown too. I mean, I'll check it out after. I'll check that out after Cyclonials because I just.
I don't know if I would recommend Whistles the Clown. It's such it's like an incomplete story. It's
Damn.
It is. That is an unfortunate thing.
No,
But it's
Cyclonials
just-
takes place right after Whistle the
just sort
Clown.
of
What are you talking
has-
about?
oh yeah.
It's
He was the first Jubilite.
That's that's the plot twist. At the end, it's gonna be revealed.
What were you saying, Gib?
I'm just trying to remember because Whistles the Clown kind of felt like Clowns Dragon Ball Z style. Like they're just
Oh my god.
super powered. Like one of them is sort of a Vegeta clown, and another one is sort of a Goku
I
clown.
think Andrew
These
Hussey
are,
is
you
reading
know.
my mind. Oh my god. I think Andrew Hussey unironically
Yeah.
reading my fucking
It's
mind.
unfinished,
that
but like
fucking psycho.
it was just clowns
I'm-
are funny but like not in the way they intended, and
I,
that's always been cool.
I read Cyclonials and it was really freaky how much is kind of like stuff that I already thought of. Not the story, like the story exactly was like a story. No, I mean like a lot of the ideas in Cyclonials were things I already like had in mind for stuff. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I just kept reading more of it. And I'm like, this is kind of like spot on to a lot of things that I kind of already believe about, I guess spoilers for anyone who hasn't read Cyclonials.
We
read-
spoiled the whole
read
thing on the other episode.
Psycholonails on Steam, on Android device,
Yeah, it's just
and iOS.
it's just
whatever.
a one-time purchase, and then every time a new chapter drops, you get it for free.
Yes.
Technically, right?
Did you? I to get you to read it. I agreed to. I bought you the game in exchange for you bought me David Boring by Daniel
Right.
Clowes, which I read. By the way, I read it at my parents' house this weekend.
What'd you think?
I thought it was based.
Nice.
I
Oh,
thought it
good.
was
Got him.
cool, and I don't know if I want to like talk to. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but I would recommend it. And it makes me I've never read any other Clowes. I've seen Ghost World the movie. I haven't read the
Right.
Ghost World comics, but I think I might check out some more Clowes stuff at some point.
Oh, this
'Cause-
is all I wanted. This is all I wanted.
Cool.
Because I read Vapors, and I'm like, this is kind of like Klaus, kind of a little bit.
I
A-
sort
and-
of see. I sort of see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, Ben should like if Ben wants to upgrade on his what the genre of David Boring would be like white guy discovering himself type story, right?
Kinda,
he,
yeah.
He needs to read more Daniel Klaus. I would recommend if you liked David Boring, I'd probably recommend like the Death Ray, which is like
The Death Ray.
yeah, that's Daniel Klaus. That one's like a pseudo superhero story. It's like just imagine if just like how David Boring is written. Imagine that, but applied to like a guy who wants to be a superhero, but it's still kind of like all of Daniel Klaus's characters, like main characters, are usually kind of like low key shitty people, but
Yeah.
but not like in a like how do you describe the character of David Boring, Ben? I guess spoilers.
He's I don't know, cold, unemotional, obsessive.
He's kind of an ass.
He's not great, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so all of his characters are kind of like that. So imagine if that character, but if he like wanted to be a superhero, and it's
Okay.
probably unironically the most realistic take on someone trying to be a superhero in real life.
Yeah.
And that one's good. David, he had a recent one called Patience, which is like a time travel story, and that one's like that one's really good. I think he's been doing that one for like, he's been like low key like writing that one for like 10 years. So I would recommend that one.
I should just buy. Maybe I'll just buy a couple more on Amazon or something.
Base.
Just read a few. Yeah.
Base. I think it would do you. I think it would do you some good. I think you would get pretty inspired.
You know, I feel like reading David Boring was a little bit inspiring for me, so I think you're right about that.
Base.
Yeah.
I like to call David Boring my Scott Pilgrim, cause
really,
because I always hear people say like, oh man, I relate to Scott Pilgrim, and I'm like I don't relate to Scott Pilgrim. I relate more to David Boring. I think that one hits me. That's my relatable white boy. It's not Scott.
Yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Because you two are a freak who wants to fuck his cousin.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Spoilers.
Awesome. That was big spoiler.
That was a big
spoiler. I mean, it's a medium. That's a medium-sized spoiler.
The story is more than that. The story is.
Yeah.
But I unironically like. I think I mentioned this before when I tried to sell it on you. I like the whole aspect of like, David Bory thinks he's falling in love, but really he's just horny. Like that's just it. He's just horny. That's it. He's not like. He doesn't actually give a shit about the women. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about the women. He like.
That's true. His dot is like, you only like her because she's got a fat ass. Like no, there's more. There's more to it than that. But there's not.
Right, there's not. No, there's not, and he just can't figure that out. Like and
yeah.
And that's what I kind of like got on my like second reread when I entered my 20s.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh my god, he's just horny. He's not like actually fucking falling in love with these women.
I can't. Man, I don't know. I would say there's some things I would point out about it, but they're bigger spoilers.
Like I mean, I don't know. We said spoilers for people who want to read David Boring. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can't believe that he gets shot in the head twice and doesn't care that he gets shot in the head and finds the guy who did it and is just like, well, I guess all's well that ends well.
I guess
no
I
harm
did it.
done.
Yeah, I guess whatever.
And it's. I thought it was like weird that all these death was happening and there's like no consequences for it, but I guess it kind of makes sense because it's sort of set in the apocalypse,
right.
Or something. So I'm not sure if like the apocalypse was meant to like thematically be like a theme of the story, or if it is like a convenient way of like, hey, how come you don't go to jail even though like the cops think you murdered your friend? Oh, well, it's because Dot just shoots the cops and it's the middle of the apocalypse, so there are bigger fish to fry, and so they don't come after you.
Right.
And
right.
It was really when they went to the island and like the germ, it's like, oh, the world has been engulfed in germ warfare. I was like, well, this is not where I was expecting the story to go. It did that a lot. Didn't expect to be shot in the head the first time. Didn't expect the apocalypse to happen. Didn't expect a lot of things.
Did you
twists and turns?
Did you like all the twists and turns?
I enjoyed all the twists and turns. Yeah, I did. It
yeah.
really went places.
What I really also like about the book, and I guess I don't know if you caught this, but the book kind of low key tells you what like love is like. For like, there's that one line that I think it's the Judy girl, the first girl that he like falls in love with, who has like the fat ass.
Yeah.
He has like a flashback with her where she asks her like, would you kill for me? Right?
Yes.
And he's all like,
and she says,
I don't know.
She says my professor says it's not love if he won't kill for it. Oh, and that's the guy who shoots him, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. Because he's actually like in love with her. But here's the thing that like also like David, I feel like the book might be trying to say something like, David is like love, like he does love someone, not like in love, like he wants to fuck with someone, like he loves Dot, like unironically, even though he never says like he loves her, he does. He loves her like like platonically. And the big scene that kind of proves that is the part where she's like getting harassed by that one homophobe, And like David goes up, David goes up to him with a piece of plywood and is all like,
that's like the only time he ever. That's like the only time he ever like does anything.
Right,
he goes nuts and he like tries to fucking kill that guy.
Yeah, he says, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," which is like proof that he loves Dot and Dot loves him back.
That's way more than he ever did for any of the other women or anyone else at all.
Right, exactly, and Dot loves
that's a good point.
him back because Dot like shoots those cops at the end.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true. It's
fucking subtle.
It is.
Oh my god, it's fucking. He's fucking genius. He's my Zack Snyder. Daniel Klaus.
My Zack Snyder. Is that a compliment? I don't know.
Because Zack Snyder is a genius, Ben. Don't you know?
Oh, okay. All right. I'll check out the Death Ray.
Yeah, Death Ray.
What is that? Is that a comic?
Yeah,
is it a story.
That's the one he was saying. It's about the guy who wants to be a superhero.
Yeah.
I don't know anything that you've been talking about.
He just explained it a mere 15 minutes ago. What?
I'm just saying I'm not I don't know what it is, so I haven't had anything to say. Where do I read it?
Okay, wait, Gib, do you
It's a book. You go to your local library.
Gib, hard question right now. This is
you can't swipe it. These kids these days don't know about books. They don't know about physical media.
I know about clicking.
I grab a book and I'm like, where's the apps? Where's the app store on this thing? I can't.
I open a book and I control C, control A.
Wait, I put my finger on the page, but the words don't move.
Where are all the Pokemon creatures in this book?
I tried to zoom in to a painting by scraping it with my finger.
Gib, hard question right now. This is a do or die question right here. Do you like the comic The Vapors?
Think very carefully.
I don't know if
Think very carefully
I like it
about your answer here.
Okay, well, for everyone in the audience,
I might love it.
Oh my god!
Well, if you love The Vapors, you'll love David Boring. It's like imagine if Ben was older and a boomer.
Yeah.
Hard to imagine.
Imagine if Ben never discovered Sonichu and he's all like, I'm not gonna read Sonichu. I'm just gonna make more comics.
I'm just gonna be good. I'm just gonna be good and wholesome instead, and live my life to the fullest. Yeah.
That's the Sonichu divergence.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and I think Death Ray's good. Dan Pussy, which is another book that he wrote.
Dad Pussy.
Dan Pussy.
Dan Pussy. Okay.
Yeah, which is about like a piece of shit nerd who's actually a good comic artist, and he like goes up in the industry. It's like a commentary on just the comic book industry. Like there's like a bunch of like proxy characters for guys who work in these industries. Like there's like a Stan Lee guy who's like a piece of shit.
Is it like right? that? Is it like that one like Japanese drama about the guy who like he's like trying to be an animator and he like goes to school alongside the Ava guy?
Blue Blazes?
Yes. Is it anything like that?
Blue Blazes is like hopeful. Dan Pussy is kind of like yeah, sure, like kind of like the rise and fall of a character.
I think it's just called Pussy. Pussey! Exclamation point.
Oh wait, I think the character's name is Dan Pussy, but yeah, the comic's called Pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy, yeah.
Pussy. Amazing.
Yeah, that one's good. He has a bunch of other stuff that feels very like, I don't know how you feel about David Lynch, but he has one book,
I guess.
He's got one book called like a Velvet Glove Cast in Iron. That's like it feels like the most David Lynchian thing Dan Klaus has written. So yeah, if you thought, yeah, David Boring is fine, but what if it was weirder? Like you should read like a Velvet Glove Cast in Iron.
Like a Velvet Glove Cast in Iron. I'm writing all this down.
All right, good.
Taking notes.
This is what I want to do. I just want to uplift my kings. I just want to expand their minds with good literature, right?
First was an acai bowl. Now this.
Yeah, the acai bowl fueled your body, and now I'm fueling your mind, right?
It's like brain food.
You were eating your acai bowl while reading Daniel Boring. You were like, "Whoa, I'm like 100% healthy right now."
It was a triple threat.
Triple.
Triple threat.
Yeah. So if the next chapters of the Vapors is suddenly more good,
Suddenly
you know who to,
good at last.
if it's suddenly good, yeah, you know who to blame. You know who to point fingers at.
Gib.
Yeah, apparently there's a Hong Kong punk band called David Boring.
Really?
I wonder if they're fans.
There's also a guy who just seems to be coming up when I type David Boring. Who is this? French singer and actor. Lol.
Bass. Just like the real David Boring.
Well, somebody's gonna say something to me. I heard.
I was gonna ask. Since you are not educated, unlike me, in the works of the Daniel Clowes, you moved, right?
Oh, I was gonna segue into.
Oh, you want to move?
Well,
Segue, we can segue into
talk
something
about
else. No, I didn't mean to segue your segue.
this. Well, I guess I didn't actually have much to talk about. It was just the what was it, the Kato guy, that comic thing.
Oh, the Kato
I've been
Anthology.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I want to do something.
Which I
don't want to do.
I mentioned it last episode. It's an anthology. This guy Kato, and it's a YouTube channel, and it's got they're looking for submissions. They're gonna do a Kickstarter later this year, and yes, I mentioned this on the last one, and I put the link in the description. Okay, so what's up with it?
Well, I want to do something, and I don't want to just repurpose an old comic, mostly because it's just difficult to like make it fit into 10 pages or however many is like the maximum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, okay, let's do like a short story. Let's do like a couple pages, maybe 5 pages of just a little story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's going to be very easy, and it's going to be short, and it's going to be a story, and I'm going to write it, and why aren't I writing it, and what's
going
it's so
on?
difficult.
Yeah, sure.
What's going wrong? I can't figure out how to write a small story anymore. I've spent so long like in my head and on papers, secret papers, like writing huge world building documents for a grand epic that I can't figure out how to write just a small thing that ends at some point.
Well, you got to think of the ending first, right?
They all blow up. That's one thing.
Well, boom, easy. That's a start, right? They all blow up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have thought of more to talk about. That was just I want to do it, and I need to get into the right mindset, the right headspace. I was thinking maybe I should think about it, and then I was thinking maybe I shouldn't think about it. Maybe I should just draw something. So that's where I am right now.
You know,
I don't know how to think.
You saying that makes me a little bit hungry to maybe just I don't know in what context, but like it makes me want to just I don't know, think of like a new just a little story or something that has like with a beginning, middle, end, and just draw it or something. Instead of, because this thing I've been working on now has been like a big long thing, and it's like, oh god, enough.
Yeah, I feel that. You should if you wanna I recommend you do a story about a little goblin character just running around. That's
goblin?
Always just a little goblin guy, maybe running around, and then he gets blown up. Due to his own actions, his hubris, right? Like, he's running around getting into little goblin shenanigans, but because of all the shenanigans he pulls, he gets blown up. It all comes back in his face, like, oh no, the consequences of my actions.
I gotta say, this sounds...
Pulling pins out of grenades because he likes the sound it makes.
Oh, darn.
This is the you got a winning formula here. You should copyright this.
Yeah, every story...
Start with a goblin, and then work your way up.
Right, exactly. Just a little goblin guy just doing little goblin shenanigans, and then he faces the consequences of his actions. Just...
It sounds
so simple when you just say it like that.
You have to.
I think the thing is, it is simple. Mm-hmm. It is just that I haven't set aside the time to do any thinking or doing. I've just thought about, like, in the future, this will be what I do. Something related to that. But right now I'm doing something else, and I'll never actually properly think about anything.
Don't think, just draw. That's my
Well,
motto.
that too. But like what I mean is like brainstorming. Like talking to someone is so much easier to get ideas out than just thinking to yourself.
You ever
You're having a conversation that you can bounce off of someone's, like a word someone says.
You ever thought about having like a partner, like a writing partner of sorts? I'm not applying, but I'm just wondering if there's there's someone you think you could trust.
A writing group or partner, just like a, I don't know, writing room, a creative space where a lot of people are doing things creative, and you can talk to them. That would be good. Some sort of thing like that.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that you have no.
You just walk in.
Yeah, go on.
Like you walk into a room and you got your coffee and you're like, so how about there's a guy and he falls over.
How about this little goblin?
Cliff, and there's like, oh yeah. So how about this little goblin, right? And due to his hubris, right,
he gets blown up.
Something happened. He gets blown up. It always has to have a goblin and an explosion in it.
Right, exactly.
But how? How do we do it?
Well, like I don't know. Maybe he messes with the people, and the people are like, you know what? I had enough of this little goblin character. We're gonna trick him. And
yeah, he keeps like throwing rocks at the guy who has the bazooka, and he's like, haha, this won't backfire on me.
And then the bazooka.
And then the guy with the bazooka shoots him.
He shoots him, and then he's like, damn, I should have not pissed off the man with the bazooka. And maybe it could be a metaphor for like property rights and being a libertarian or something.
There'll be like a cute mascot character that holds up a sign that just says the moral at the end.
Yeah, he turns around he turns after the goblin gets blown up and he's like half of his body's laying, he's bleeding out. He looks at the camera and says, "I can't believe capitalism caused this." And then he dies.
Yeah, see, it's so much better that the amount of progress is made in this very call is so much greater than like the number of hours I've thought about thinking about starting about thinking about it.
I think a very easy way to kind of like write is like, you ever watch Venture Bros?
No.
Oh, well, I guess this isn't really a spoiler, but Venture Bros is only written by two guys. And you could tell by watching the show because every scene there's always two people like always bouncing off of each other, right? And they're kind of like and they're foils. Like every dynamic in the show is like a foil to each other. Like one character is like selfish, self-absorbed, or like stupid, and the other character would usually be smart or like centered, right? And they bounce back of each other. And if you can think of like a good dynamic, like the basic one is kind of like, oh, one's the silly guy and the other one's the straight guy, right? Mm-hmm. And that's usually like a good like starting point. Okay, the silly guy and the straight guy get into a car accident. What does the silly guy do, and what does
I don't think gay people are that silly. I feel like that's a homophobic comment to make.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Silly was a sexuality.
Well, it's clown gender. It's clown gender.
LGBTS. Yeah.
Where's C? Where's clown on the in the alphabets?
It's the plus. That's why
it's
right
at the
plus
beginning.
is there.
Like it's LG. It's LGBT.
It's CLOWNGBT.
It's CLOWN.
Speaking of clowns, I need to meet Andrew Hussey. We need to unite forces, because he's unironically I think I know what his end game is by reading Psycholonials. I think I know what he's trying to do. Cause a friend.
Do you know his Instagram account?
Oh yeah, the whole clown boy E thing. Yeah, I started following him on my pasta account, with the hopes of that being the first stepping stone. So we could have clown to clown communication. Cause I think
pure honks.
Yeah,
Nothing,
just honks.
No real words.
No thoughts, just honks. But a friend of mine showed me like screenshots of like some sort of private Discord with Andrew Hussey, and he was like talking stuff about like his left wing beliefs that unironically that I like agree with too. Like, oh my god, I think this guy is unironically might be on the same page as me, and I need to meet him. I need to I need to be his equal. I need to create some sort of franchise that's unrelated to clowns, so I could like amass like the same heights he has, and then we need to like bounce off of each other and convince because unironically I do kind of have this. There's this big grand plan that's kind of like there is an end game. I have an unironic end game to Pasta the Clown. That's kind of like what Z is going through in Cyclonials. I have an end game. And I'm not gonna say that. I'll say it after the podcast because I don't want this idea to come out just yet.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what like this crazy like end game is like later. But I do have like a clown influencer end game. That's why when reading like Cyclonials, I was like tripping out. Like oh my god, what the fuck. It's fucking.
Did you see the latest chapter?
Yeah, I did.
I love all the designs. They're so funny.
I really like how the clowns look in Cyclonials. Very like they're all like kind of low key like Juggalo based. Right?
I haven't read the latest chapter
based.
yet. I haven't read the latest chapter yet, so no spoilers.
I get like my clown. I think
it's just Jubilite designs.
Yeah, they're more Jubilites. My clown designs are more of they're more like killer clowns from outer space. That's like how I get mine from. As like my fucking influence. You guys seen that movie?
No, I have not.
It's just Cyclonials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Cyclonials. You know, because there's like space. There's a space clown in Cyclonials, right? It's all
yes.
It all comes back.
Based.
It's funny that you mentioned the whole like, Andrew Hussey, I want to make like a big thing so that we can talk, because I remember feeling like that once when I read Homestuck, and I'm like, oh, I should become a super famous person so that I can be friends with Andrew Hussey and talk about stuff.
Right.
It's such a like a visceral reaction. I know as a mere like viewer, an audience member, that I have no sway in this situation. I have to become like a juggernaut in order to say hello.
I must.
Yeah, it's like a nice thought. It's that parasocial relationship thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's it's like that, but it's like a little it's turned to a little more of a good end, I guess, if it makes you want to do something with your life.
If it motivates you to do, I think a lot of the stuff I've ever done has been like motivated partially by feeling like I need to impress people.
Oh my god, that's me.
So like if I don't have anything to show, why is anyone going to pay attention to me? Why is anyone going to say hello or whatever? I'm not good at the social stuff. I can't just say hello and it be like a really cool hello. And then I need stuff to back it up. I need like images. I need like a website with my comics on it. I can say, hey, look what I do. Because like social anxiety is like, you need to compensate for it all the time.
Right. I always fantasize about being invited to like special events in different countries, to countries I wouldn't even go to visit unless I was invited to, you know. Like if there was like a comic festival, I guess a big example that I would think of is there's this comic creator named Ed Piskor who got commissioned by a rapper in Japan to like do like album art for him, and Ed Piskor says like, I'll do it if you pay for like a luxury vacation for me to spend like a month in Japan, right? And he did. Mm-hmm. He got paid that way, right? And then when he got to Japan, the creator of like Afro Samurai heard that he was in Japan, and he like assigned a meeting with him so they could like meet. And that's like so fucking rad. Like imagine going to a country and one of like the big artists in that country finds out you're there and they like DM you like, yo, let's fucking meet up, dude. That's so fucking cool. That sounds so like, I don't know. It's that like, wouldn't it be nice to be famous so I could do these specific things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether there would be like a person that I would like. It would be cool if people were interested in what I did. But like I haven't really thought about like if this person said, "Hey, love your stuff. Let's meet up and chat," even if it was Andrew Hussey, I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be like, "Oh,
hi, hello.
I would want him
Like,
to say,
why?
hey, listen. I've got a plan, and I want you to be in on it, and I've got something that we could work together on. I've got a devious plan for some kind of collaboration. I want you to show up on my YouTube reviews. I want you to appear in my nostalgic movie reviews.
Doug Walker. Yes, please. Oh, yes. I always wanted to be in a skit. In
Andrew
that guy with the
Hussey.
glasses.
Doug Walker appears in Homestuck 2 to say, "Oh, what am I doing here? What are you doing? I already reviewed this movie."
And then he yells. he yells really loud.
but Doug, it's not a movie."
That credit card. I can't wait. I can't wait for the day Andrew Hussey DMs me, and he posts pictures of him with an AK-47. He says like, "Cheesy, strap up. We're gonna make Cyclonials in real life."
He says it's his. I've faked a gas attack on the island of Nantucket. Get on your boat and come out. We've gotta fend off the mainland police
on the island of America.
Yeah.
I like right away, sir, and then I hop into my clown mobile.
right away, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, right away. Of course. Oh god.
You get into your clown boat and there's like 50,000 people stuffed into a tiny little yacht.
It's so
tiny little rowboat.
Just all in one boat. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Gib, you're filled with ideas. I didn't even think of that. There you go. But
I should write the story about a clown boat where there's so many clowns in the boat.
Look, just here's an easy formula. Just one character is super horny and the other character is not horny. Boom, there you go. There's a formula for you.
Okay, reading Cyclonials. It's like that meme with the guy shooting the message over the cyberpunk guy shoots the message over the head, you know?
yeah.
But it's like, but you're reading it and you're like, oh boy, the I don't know, fucking capitalism is bad and millennials sure do hate life, and shooting the message over your head is, wouldn't it be fucked up if there were clowns in a boat?
I wanted to describe Cyclonial as, it's literally the Joker movie if the Joker actually believed in something.
I still haven't. I never saw the Joker. I never saw the Joker.
The Joker.
I assume I haven't seen it either.
The Joker is just Cyclonials but dumbed down. But if you liked all the Joker memes you've seen, it's probably worth the watch.
I kind of meant to watch and I just never got around to it.
I wanted to get
Wacky Phoenix.
I wanted to make a
Wacky Phoenix.
Wacky Phoenix. I wanted to get a screenshot from the Joker movie, the one where it's like he's on the talk show and it's all like, "Wait, you actually believe so and so?" And then the Joker replies, "Yes, and I'm tired of pretending it's not." I was gonna get the guy saying like, "Wait, you actually think it's funny when cops get shot?" And then it would be Z in the Joker's chair, and she'd be like, "Yes, and I'm tired of pretending it's not."
It's a good meme. It's a good meme.
It's a good meme. If someone wants to beat me to it, just go ahead.
I'm gonna scramble. I'm gonna scramble after the podcast and post it. And I'm not even gonna at you.
This is a it's fine. I still tweet all the time. But this is a message for Andrew Hussey. Don't worry, I'm gonna get huge. We're gonna clown up pretty soon. It's gonna be great. I have a couple of clown plans. A couple of plans that might put me on the CIA watch list. I can't say more.
CIA watch list, as in they follow your like social media.
Oh,
yeah,
because they like you.
Aren't you? Isn't it true that you're on trial now? Isn't it true that you are the editor for the Pizza Party podcast now?
Yes, I am. I am the editor for the Pizza Party podcast.
You're like their Eleazar.
Yeah, I'm their Eleazar, unironically.
That's so fucked up. Fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up. I'm gonna
can you make them mix them to say stupid shit?
Easily. Easily.
I don't even have to try. Got him.
It would be child.
Dab,
Yeah.
dab, got him. No, but I'm very tempted to make like a compilation of all the same sounds that like Pan Pizza likes to repeat in like every episode.
Wait, who does?
Pan Pizza. He has like 5 sounds that he always makes in every episode, and he likes to play them on repeat. Or he just likes to like say it a lot, right? Like there's the classic like yeah, like he'll say yeah, right?
Okay, sure.
Or every time someone says something like mean or rude, he would be like under his breath, he'll say like rude. Or
Okay.
or if it's like, or if there's like a quiet silence, he'd be like, yeah, woohoo, yeah, like he'll do that. Like and it's just something I fucking noticed.
This guy's a monster.
Wow, he's such an asshole. I can't believe it. He would say such terrible things.
He's not human. He's beyond.
Speaking of, and also I kind of like so you know Nolan, right? He's the former member of the Pizza Party podcast.
I mean I only knew him
Nolan
because
Norris?
I guess in the past him and Trixie had some bad blood, but then I
Right.
guess that didn't matter at all. And then I was on that episode with him, and I don't know.
So
I knew that he was a guy on the thing, yeah.
So he's he recently left the show because I don't know if I don't even know if getting canceled is the right term, but let's say he was pretty sus person. Like
Yeah.
for the longest time, I would always hear rumors about him like emotionally manipulating like other artists to like get artwork out of them. And
I read his letter. I read his like response letter.
the Google Doc thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a copy of it because he deleted the original.
Good.
Yeah,
Maintain
but
that forever.
yeah, I still have it, and he yeah, like the whole if for people who don't know, Nolan is very infamous for having a very specific fetish. Like he liked it when like characters got wrapped in like
As in like
spider web or ropes.
tied up and like yeah, in what's the word? Not entangled.
Just like wrapped
Bound
up.
Bound up. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you and if you like, for example, like if his little avatar on the Pizza Party podcast looked like a pill, but it isn't actually a pill. It's actually supposed to be Jake the dog from Adventure Time, like wrapped up in web from one specific episode. It just like stylized to look like a pill, right?
What? What?
Wait,
the
look.
Huh?
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna look for a picture. Okay, so if you look for a picture of like Nolan's like avatar, he has like a little yellow and white like pill on his shirt. But
Okay.
it's supposed to be Jake the dog like wrapped up in spider web.
Neat.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Right, yeah, that's the episode with the spider.
That's so weird. That's so weird you would do that. Make that your logo. Okay, whatever.
And
I
Whatever.
always felt like this guy has like Nutella smeared on his arms.
yeah.
Mm,
He and he would specifically always like you know there's nothing wrong with like having a fetish and commissioning people to like draw it as long as like the artist consents. But the weird thing, two of the weird things he would do is like he would kind of use his popularity on the podcast to like emotionally manipulate like art out of people.
to get
Right.
artists to draw. Sure. Yeah.
To draw his fetish. And also, for some reason, he would always want the artist to draw like their Sona getting wrapped.
See,
Like,
what I don't really understand is like, I wouldn't, if I had like a fetish for a particular thing, I don't really get like wanting a particular person like to draw it, or it seems, I don't know, in this kind of thing it seems like you want all these different artists to like draw your thing. I would be like, maybe I have one artist whose style I like, and maybe I like to see when they draw it. I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's a very like weirdly like personal relationship there
I feel like you could
between artist and commissioner.
right, and he would also like still like get commissions from like miners to get their like little Sonas like wrapped in web too, which is so. He's kind of he was doing this. He was doing this until like last summer.
It's a little.
That's a little sus. It's a little weird.
It's a little sus. It's a little sus.
I think there's sometimes little like kind of context. There's like weird thing that people could do that maybe at first don't seem weird.
You could like you could explain like any particular instance of that. You could explain like, oh well, it's not about the fact they're underage, or maybe he didn't know the artist was underage, or maybe it was like some. But like if you have like a pattern of doing that, then it's like then it becomes sus.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It kind of reminds me like do you remember the whole incident with John Bob?
I watched I didn't really know what that was about, but I did watch the Bernie the Bedhead Bernie video about it.
Yeah, it's very yeah, that's a really fucking good video. I like to rewatch it. I'm not calling Nolan a groomer. There's like no evidence that he's a groomer.
I read the letter and like his explanation. It doesn't mean that like it's okay to be like having this sort of like pseudo relationship over this fetish with like underage. It doesn't make it okay, but it did kind of be like, I can see why. Like he basically says that like basically an older person sort of groomed him when he was a kid, that he like internalized it and sort of told himself that it was okay to like cope with it, I guess, which is like I guess I can see why that would happen. It doesn't sound too outrageous. So yeah, okay.
No, I got that. I'm just saying that, like, with John Bob specifically, like he would like to draw other people's sonas, like beating him up, right? And like at first it's like a funny gag, right? But it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because it later turns out that he might have had like a humiliation fetish, right? Yeah. And so he's getting like all these other people's like popular sonas, and he's like using that to beat up his little. Ooh, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy getting beat up. Haha, isn't that funny? Haha. Like
it is. It is funny.
I feel like this is probably something artists should like look out for. Is like when people draw other people's sonas, what they do that like for example, let's say like I don't know. Let's say someone drew.
What was the word? There's like a particular word for this, right?
Is there?
For when you like get art, when you get fetish art drawn of yours for you, and you're like you try to like hunt down more people
cringe.
to get more. No, there's a particular like verb that I had never heard before that someone said, "Oh, Nolan was blanking," and I said, "What?"
Oh wait, fetish mining.
Mining. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. He's a notorious fetish miner. It's so crazy. I remember.
It's MINER.
Yeah, I remember when that definition was floating around on Twitter. There was like several people in the comments who said like, "Oh yeah, Nolan from the Pizza Party podcast, like he was like that." And it's so funny because if you like, I've talked to other friends in other like little art circles, and every other person kind of has like like Nolan commissioned me to draw my Sona getting wrapped. Like you fucking see that there, like, oh my god, this motherfucker was getting every other person to draw. Like, it's just so weird. Like, why? Like, oh, I want to see you specifically get wrapped. Oh my god. Like, okay, like,
yeah,
it's so weird.
That's not how I relate to pornography personally.
I don't think I ever commissioned anything NSFW, as I remembered. I mostly commissioned people to draw like Pasta the Clown, but mostly just funky poses.
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't. If I were, I wouldn't. I don't think I would do it. I would feel like a weird. It would be kind of like I was asking them to show me themselves naked or something, or like do something. It's like, hey, you do something to make me fucking come, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's sort of not even. It's I would feel uncomfortable with it because that sort of makes it like not just about the content. Yeah.
Right, like draw Sonic the Hedgehog getting wrapped. I mean, that's fine because Sonic's like a fictional character, but like, draw Pasta the Clown getting wrapped. It's like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least Logic has the common courtesy to have cartoon characters buying Wonder Bread.
Yeah. He doesn't care about you. He's not here. He's not here for your OC.
Yeah, he's not interested in your OC unless she's blonde, rich, and white.
Right.
Right.
Sure. Which, you know,
And no one has
who doesn't
that. No
like
one. Yeah. Oh yeah, but also I'm pseudo like taking over Nolan's role on the podcast. Kind of.
That's fucking epic. That's fucking epic. That's literally based in red pilled. That's based in rap pilled.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking over his role on the podcast, but like on the previous episode I showed up on the podcast, let's just say that a lot of people thought I was a little too cringe. So I don't know how consistently I'm gonna be on. Cause the episode after that, what was that?
I would people should go migrate from this episode and go, wait, people gotta start posting no cheesy, no watch on PPP episodes. That's the only way.
Please,
that's the only way. Go and find Cheesy's last episode and say no cheesy, no watch, no cheesy, no watch.
If you go, yeah. So once the new episode drops, which is probably gonna be, it probably already dropped by now, or it drops next week. I don't know. Pan Pizza is weird sometimes with his scheduling. Like for sometimes 2 weeks in a row, he just won't upload anything, and then he'll just upload something the next. It's so weirdly inconsistent. But the next episode, I'm not on because they wanted to. I remember Pan like first asking me if I wanted to be on it. And I'm like sure, and then like once everyone was in the call, I tried to jump in, and I couldn't because I didn't have the recording role. And I'm like, and then I DM Pan like saying like, I don't got the recording role. I can't jump into the call. And then Pan's like, yeah, actually, on second thought, we just kind of want to focus on the guests, which isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of like, they probably don't really want me too inconsistent. Also, like, I kind of low-key pissed them off, like, the last episode I was on.
Why?
So, towards the end of the last episode, I got them all mad at me because, so what happened was that we were on the topic of whether or not, like hot girls listen to the Pizza Party podcast, and Izzy said that.
Okay.
Izzy said
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that's what me and Pam were.
They're
saying,
all listening to the PCP.
Yeah, all the hot girls listen to the PCP, but Izzy said that actually there is hot girls that listen to the Pizza Party podcast, and she linked someone called Stripper Waifu, right? And like I guess I assume they might have been some sort of sex worker with that name and with their profile picture that was suggestive. I looked for their media tab and I couldn't find any pictures. And then I'm like, Izzy, this person doesn't got any pictures in their media tabs. How can I confirm they're hot, right? And then I noticed in their bio they have an OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like,
can you? I want to see this person. Link me.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna
find me the links. Show me Stripper Waifu.
Hold up. Let's see if she still has that name. Wow. Okay. Please,
I'm so thirsty.
Okay. While I look for that, let me tell you the rest of what happened.
For sure.
So basically, I see that she has an OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool. Let's check her prices live on the podcast, right? And they were all like. They're all like, don't do that. That's weird. Don't do that. Right? Like, don't do that. And I'm like, all right, okay. I mean, like, they all told me to stop. I'm like, okay, right. And then I pretended that I stopped, and then I quickly blurt out like her prices, right? And they all like got super fucking mad at me.
Okay, right? They told you they didn't want you to.
Yeah, they told me. No, yeah, I mean, I get that. I understand I went too far.
Okay, I don't really get why it's, like, a problem, but, like, I guess if they didn't want you to, then whatever. I don't know.
I guess because I guess they didn't want me to think, I don't know, they maybe thought I was going to go into a more misogynistic joke. I mean, here's the thing. The stripper waifu, she had some really affordable prices. So,
okay.
Like, unironically, her prices are really fucking affordable, right?
What a deal. Yeah.
Right, and I was about to say, like, cause I think it was, like, I think it was $3, $3.50, like, dollars a month, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a fucking steal.
That's nothing. Ugh.
Right, like, yeah.
I could afford 10 stripper waifus. Well, okay. Well, we gotta patch things up. We gotta patch things up between you and the Pizza Party podcast, so we can have a man on the inside subverting them.
I'll be the PCP member on the inside. Can't stop me.
Based. Show me the lady. Show me the lady.
I'm looking for her.
Please. Please, cheesy.
I'm looking.
I'll do anything. I'll even pay £3.
I'll do anything. Please, cheesy. She needs my money, cheesy. I can't. Oh my god, cheesy.
You are literally destroying a sex worker's career.
Unironically,
right now.
Wait. I'm sorry. Haha. Wait, hold on.
I literally just want to see her and see if I think she's hot. I just want to see. Do I agree with Izzy that a hot girl watches the Pizza Party podcast?
Okay, cool.
Because I'm
found
skeptical.
Her. Oh
I'm
no.
very skeptical.
Okay, here's her. Yeah. Here. Okay, I found my OnlyFans. It's right here.
Oh my god, this is it.
No! Oh no!
What is that?
I can only see like a tiny.
Avatar.
I can only see her avatar, and it's so filtered. I can't really.
Yeah, you just can't tell.
I can't really even make a determination here.
Okay,
This is disappointing.
So it's stripper waifu underscore.
What's stripper underscore waifu, right? Or wait, this one is stripper underscore waifu. But does she have like a Twitter or something?
I'm looking. I swear she had a Twitter. She might have nuked it.
Because of the Pizza Party.
It's because you talked about it on the Pizza Party podcast, and she just couldn't take the heat.
I killed her.
Now the PC. She's on the PCP.
Oh,
it's all going downhill.
Hold up. Found her. Here it is.
Mistress Wednesday, stripper waifu. Okay. I would say that if someone called this a hot girl, I wouldn't be like, nuh-uh. So this is fine.
No, she's
all right,
she's attractive. She's attractive.
All right, Izzy, you win this round.
You win this time.
But I'll get you next. I'll get you next time.
Damn, she cranked up her prices.
No, it's because you gave her. It's because you gave her the signal boost.
Yeah, I like
you fucked up. You fucked up the supply demand curve.
I could have. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once I blurted out the 3.50, and then everyone who was listening to the party was kind of like,
affordable.
Ooh, what a steal! So they all jumped in. And now it went up. Damn, I fucked it. Well, it looks like she's doing good. Does it say like percentage of? Doesn't it?
Good for her.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
I hope this conversation doesn't backfire on me. It probably won't. Who listens to the PCP?
I can't think of a single.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
person.
only hot girls listen to the PCP.
That's right. Right. And they like this. And they like this kind of stuff.
I love going into the comments of that episode, and like there's like the majority of people were like saying that I was like cringe. Not funny. I kept talking over people, and there's like 3 people who really liked me and said like I need to come back.
And
no
cheesy, no watch. No cheesy, no watch.
No cheesy, no watch.
So, wait. I want to know.
What do you want to know?
I want to know. Yeah, but I want to know about your new place.
Oh, all right. I'm in a new place of residence. I never really talk about it because, of course, it's embarrassing. I was still living with my parents.
Yeah. That had to go.
You know,
had to go.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always been difficult. Like trying to figure out where to move if I wanted to, because if I go further into London, the prices get really expensive. And if I go further out of London, if I need to commute into London for work, then it's just more of an annoyance. And I got an opportunity. A person I know set me up with a room, and they've given me like pretty good rent for it, and it's really nice. I'm in a place, and I have a little bathroom to myself. I have a small kitchen area to myself. It's all one big room.
That actually sounds...
And like a fold-out sofa bed. It's like so much privacy. It's unbelievable.
That actually sounds considerably
best.
nicer than where I live. I'm jealous. Cool.
It's yeah. I feel like I can. That my favorite thing about it, unironically, is that I am responsible for cleaning up my own messes. I know that like I usually try to clean up my own. I usually try to clean up my own stuff when I was at my parents' house, just because it's polite. But a lot of the time, it's like dirty dishes. Only like 2 of those are mine. Not there's no space. Somebody's got to do the washing up. Do I have to do it? I didn't put that shit there. That would always annoy me. But now, if there's a big pile of crap, I know that it's me that did that, and it's my responsibility, and it feels fine. It feels completely guilt-free, no annoyance at all. I'll scrub those dishes, yes sir, and I'll do it with a smile on my face. And I'm it's all. I mean, I'll probably get bored of it eventually, but I just like that.
No,
that
never.
feeling.
God, I wish that was me. God, I wish that was me.
It's very good. I can't pretend that it wasn't like very fortunate that this happened. I just happened to know a person who had the space. The person they were rooming with left, and they like me, so friendship.
It all
creates,
works out.
I mean that's the best. That's all the best like deals, all the best situations you get in life, because like you knew someone and they were like, "Oh, hey, I can hook you up."
Yeah. I mean
that's how to do
it.
it.
Like the professional term is connections, right?
Right.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Network.
What the fuck's up with those?
This is nepotism.
It's so
What's
annoying.
the deal with networking?
I mean, I hate it, but like I will never say no on principle.
No.
You know, I will never. My principles will never get so large that I will refuse free shit if it's offered.
Oh my god! As a socialist, I want nothing but free shit. Am I right, my fellow commies?
Yes, but also I don't know. You have to share that room with everyone, with me, with just me, only me. I'm the only one who gets socialism.
You have to share the room with me, and I love to masturbate.
Yeah.
That's one of the
obsessed
that's
with it.
Actually, I'm not gonna say that. That's gross.
I masturbate. I masturbate naked. So you just
masturbate, and then no one can tell me don't do that. Nobody can come into the door and say, "What are you doing?"
No,
it's
they
all.
can't.
It's like
I'm jerking off in here.
Hey,
I'm jerking off with the door open.
Hey, I'm joiking off in here.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
Hey, I'm jerking off.
I'm jerking here.
It's actually, this is
the
America.
Real best thing about it.
This is America, and no one can tell you that you can't jerk off in your own doorway with the door open, facing out into the rest of the apartment complex.
Biden did say day 1 we could jerk off. Day 1.
And we'd better now, before he force feminizes all of us. So we better get it in while we still can.
I'm way ahead of him.
First jerking off, then freeing the kids in cages. I think that was step 2. Can't wait.
You Europeans are so progressive. You're so ahead of the curve. We're cavemen stuck back in America.
Yeah.
Still waiting to be force feminized by our president.
Whoa.
I don't know. I feel like in the UK specifically, we're behind America when it comes to forced feminization policy.
Yeah, it's kind of
it's a race.
You know what I mean?
The race is on.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling saw trans people and be like, "Yeah, I don't like that." And then she used her wand.
No.
To fucking take
no,
them out.
I don't like that.
She summoned all her coven. She
saw.
Dude, I just realized. You know, Pump. You know the character I made.
Yeah.
She's a pumpkin. You know that pumpkin meme where he says, "No, I don't want that." I wonder where.
No,
it's
I
like
don't
a pumpkin
know
who says
that
no.
Okay.
Wait, what? Is this...
It's like a pumpkin who says no. I just figured that out.
I don't
That's
know.
where it's
I have no idea
retroactively
what you're talking
inspired.
about.
Is this a British
pumpkin?
meme? Is this
I don't.
No.
Okay. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just like it's a game. It's like a.
Oh,
It's like
wait.
a-
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember.
The hungry pumpkin who said, you say, "Give me the French fries," and you click on something else. He says, "No, I don't want that." That's Punk.
No,
He's even got
I don't want
purple
that.
sleeves.
Oh my god.
No.
It's Punk's dad. This is retroactive lore. This is true.
That's kind of.
This is Punk's dad.
It's kind of base.
Oh god,
It's kinda
he eats
base.
he eats the whole mug of coffee. Give me the salt. Ugh, okay,
He just wants the salt. Why just the salt? Why is there
just
just a
eats
stick
it.
of butter?
I like his
All right, complete tangent. Sorry, I
No,
just had a
I
brain
don't want
blast
that.
about
I
that.
like his angry eyes. He's
I don't
like-
know. I think I've seen this. I can't tell if I've ever seen this before or not. It's too. My mind is just too much of a swirling miasma of genius
It may
thoughts.
have like appeared in
High-level
like a
thoughts.
flash in some sort of meme compilation.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like
He's been around.
It looks like one of those like kids like flash games you could play at school that did.
It was on a site called Pumpkin, like Pumpkin spelled wrong.
Pum.kin.
I
Okay.
can't remember. It was like an old site, and it was just sort of like learning games, but made by like non-native English speakers. So it was kind of like broken English and didn't really teach English very well, and it was funny how bad it
It's
was.
like those children videos that like are like generated by people in India.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
That's pretty based. Pretty based.
Pretty fucking based. Well, now we know.
All right.
Now we know the pumpkin story.
It's just so weird to me. Like I made a pumpkin who says no, and I have had seen this before that. I just didn't make the connection until right now.
Subconsciously, you were thinking about it.
That's just something pumpkins do, right? Like they don't like things and reject them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's just a normal pumpkin thing.
Pumpkins do.
It's like in Cinderella when they turns the pumpkin into a carriage, and the pumpkin's like, "No, I don't want to be a carriage," and he just doesn't want to be a carriage anymore. Turns back into a pumpkin.
He got forced carification. Oh my god.
It's just like, we all understand that, like, foxes are clever. Pumpkins, very picky, very choosy.
They do like to deny things.
Yeah.
That's
Now, it's time to learn. I'm gonna go to wikipedia.pumpkin.
Christ, no.
I'm gonna learn something about pumpkins. See if they actually are picky.
Yeah, let's find out.
Not gonna lie, I was a big fan of the gibbon monkey talk in the last episode. Thought that was really good.
I learned things about baboons that episode that I can never unlearn, and
You mean orangutans?
Yes, orangutans. Whoops.
Is your flange still there?
My flange is... I have been... Every time I see another male, now I have been challenging him on this road and just beating the shit out of him, and every time my flange grows bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you challenged that one homeless guy on the bus. That's why his mask was all bloody.
That's why his mask was bloody, yeah.
That was courtesy
His-
of Ben Flange Saint.
His flange deflated as mine swelled to ever greater size and resplendence.
Every male you defeat, your flange gets bigger and bigger until they're just fucking massive.
I think that's how it works. I'm still a little bit iffy on how does an orangutan's body know that it has defeated the alpha orangutan and must begin to grow to emit flange hormones. And yet it happens.
Do the orangutans?
Right. Apparently.
Yes, go on.
No, you finish your orangutan.
I was just gonna say, do orangutans like rip off each other's flange, and that's just like
and stick it on their own, and stick it on their own face and sew it on
with Gorilla Glue.
They eat it and they absorb the. They eat it and they absorb the flange nutrients, and they just get bigger.
It's got that like special flange tissue. There's only so much to go around, so they have to eat it off of each other and repurpose it.
Yeah. Just like eating penis meat makes your penis bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's only so much.
Just straight there. Apparently, pumpkins, I learn now, are easy and fun to grow. They are not picky when it comes to habitat for growing. So it's actually doesn't happen in the real world. Pumpkins are actually quite amicable to situations.
Quite amicable.
I can't believe the media would
That's
smear
so bizarre.
pumpkins. I can't believe the
Well,
media
this is
would
like-
smear pumpkins saying they're not. That's crazy.
Well, Well, this is like how the one like famous drow that everyone writes books about is like the only good one, right? Like the drow are like all villains, but like Drizzt Do'Urden is the good guy who goes against the grain. These are like lone individuals who stand up against the tyranny of their culture, right? They were just sick. They were sick of how chill and fun and cool all their pumpkin relatives were, and they were like, "No, not me. I'll take the road less traveled. Thanks."
I will inherit the role of the asshole pumpkin.
There has to be one.
You know, pumpkins, like the bottoms of pumpkins look kind of like assholes, so I think it makes sense.
If you cut a hole in it, you can fuck it like an asshole too. Did you know?
Guys,
a pumpkin and a pussy.
Guys, don't give me any ideas. I might draw that. I might draw it, then I'll become an SFW artist.
You guys better
you
not.
You could do it if you wanted to.
I could do it.
Can I commit?
I'll hold that sword of Damocles over my own head in a bid to get people interested.
I'll hold that
in my
sword
brand.
of Damocles over the pumpkin and think: should I cut a hole in it? Should I lower the sword and cut the hole?
I'm gonna commission you, Gib, to draw your Sona fucking a pumpkin. Nothing weird about that.
Which Sona?
I don't know.
There's so many.
Just pick one.
Draw me a pumpkin wrapped up in a spider web, please.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, stinky. It all circles back around.
Time to wrap up this section, Gabe.
I was gonna say, are we at voicemail time about?
Yeah, it seems
it's like I guess we are. I don't know. I didn't have much else to talk about. I don't think.
I guess I don't really either. So let's.
I made I'm making clown adoptables.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am. This is like the 4th time I've done it.
Oh, and, wait, I saw you made some monster
on
ones.
Instagram.
Yeah. I made a little post about it. And adoptables are very interesting now because the whole talk with like NFT, like people are like, oh, you could finally own digital art, finally, and it's like, well, adoptables been around for like years.
Yeah,
you could already own like.
It's so. It's so. Stupid.
It's almost
like
as
even
if the NFT doesn't mean or do anything.
There's no contract, so there's no legal liability for anything. You just say you could just sell the adoptables and then continue to draw the thing, and nobody can stop you.
No.
Same with NFTs. You can just say, "Hey, you own it," and then you can just delete it, and then you just do it again. Then they don't have the link to that specific thing.
With the adoptables, I like literally give the person the JPEG, so they like own, like I mean.
It's the JPEG and it's the understanding between you and them that this
I don't understand anyone.
I am I'm not an understanding person. I'm kind of like the goblin who blew up in a way.
I'm just a little goblin getting into shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans. Thanks to my own hubris, I sold too many adoptables.
That's what I should try. I should draw a comic about a little goblin who gets into shenanigans selling adoptables, then he gets blown up at the end.
Oh wait, the goblin accidentally creates like an offensive adoptable, and his name is credited as the creator, and he gets attacked by Antifa or something.
Maybe he makes adoptables and he puts them, he ties them to NFTs, and then twist. What blows up is actually the price of the cryptocurrency, and his NFTs are worth a fortune, and he becomes rich beyond his wildest dreams thanks to his own hubris.
And he buys a bazooka, and he doesn't know how to use it.
And then he gets blown up.
Yes, of course, obviously.
I think,
and then he gets blown up. He gets like rounded up with all the billionaires, and then gunned down by Antifa at the end. Yeah, that's a good ending.
Good ending. I hope that's how Cyclonial ends. But with adoptables, it's kind of like an honor system. You gotta like, cause the previous ones I'd be like, okay, so this is like you own this character, but every time you use it for anything, you have to credit me as like designer, and that's about it. But I think I'm gonna actually create some sort of physical, not a physical form, but like a digital form that people can just like put their signature on. Like you own this character. And you know you can do whatever you want with this character. You just always gotta credit me as designer, right? But also but also I want to add like, oh, you can't sell this character as an NFT.
Yeah.
And I think a bunch
I
of
mean, I would hate that if somebody did that.
yeah, and I think artists should just now at this point, just any artist, if you do any commission, if you don't want your artwork to ever be NFT, you should like clarify that specifically in your fucking commission, so like it can't be fucking used.
I
So
don't
people
think I
just-
have like. I don't think I have like. I mean, I've done a few commissions for some people, but very little of my art. It was like I like sold it to someone, or I made it for someone for money. Like I think I own almost everything, which so that in theory means I don't have to worry about it getting NFT'd, right? Like,
yeah,
theoretically.
as long as you post the images online, and then some person's like, "Ha, yoink," and then sells
that's-
it, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
That's like anyone
you
can
can do that with
right?
any JPEG, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess if I'm thinking of like actual legal consequences, because that's where my mind goes when it comes to adoptables. It's like the honor system. I have no honor, and I don't want any. I will never honor these things. But like I suppose if somebody like say for example somebody just draws like Magda or whatever, just pretends that it's not Magda and sells things like I don't think you've legally gone through like copyright process for your stuff.
You
but
you don't
seems
have
like
to like file.
you don't need to do
copyright.
that.
Yeah, you just gotta.
It's like you did it, and if it came to court, you could say, I did it. Here's the proof it came out before. And then they would be like, oh, I guess you have a case. But
Yeah.
if you had sold something as an adoptable, I wonder what would happen if that did go to court. You changed your mind. You wanted to use that character again. And their case was, you sold it to me as an adoptable.
I mean,
Then I
you
think
could
There's
do-
no
I-
precedent for that.
I've heard people. I have not seen this, but I heard people say specifically in the furry community there is like a resale market for adoptables. I mean, literally, I guess nothing's really stopping me from going to someone who I sold an adoptable for and is like, "Hey, I changed my mind. Can I buy this character back off of you?" Right? But
as in like selling it back to the original creator.
yeah. But
That's
I
so
was
funny.
but what I was thinking was that like in my special contract that I'm gonna write out, I'm gonna have like a clause in there where it's like, so I don't own the character I sell to you, right? I don't own it, but I am allowed to like, use like similar aspects of that design for my own personal or commercial products, right? Or my own pieces, right? Because sometimes like I don't sometimes like recently when I was designing a one specific like clown character, I like the design so much I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna sell this design, I'm just gonna keep that design, right? But there's like other characters that I've drawn where it's like I like this aspect of their design. I could see myself reusing this specific aspect and like on with another character. Not that character, but just a piece of that character, right? But I just kinda wanna get that like I guess like internet legally bounded, right?
It gets like, yeah, I mean, I guess at some point you hit a sort of gray area where it's like, okay, well, how many elements can two characters share before they're the same character, basically? I mean, there's, I guess it would. That's going to depend a whole lot on the details.
It like. I think I don't know if I mentioned this before on the podcast, but I ever told you guys about this comic called Copra?
Copra. I don't think so.
Copra.
No.
Copra, right? So in that comic, it's like if you read it, it's unironically like a Suicide Squad fan fiction. It's just that they got all the characters and they made them like legally distinct, right? But the thing is that
they 50 Shades of Grey'd it.
Right, exactly. But but the thing is that like they didn't really like change the designs that much. Like all right, like this character right here with like the white mask and like the gun wrist. Like this character is from he's supposed to be based on he's based on this character from from the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, Deadshot.
And just look how similar they fucking look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
they don't even
sure.
look too different. Like someone in passing,
It looks
could
like
walk-
someone just erased details from the
right, exactly.
from the original.
Yeah, someone in passing could just like see like and also the characters have very similar names. Like the character of Deadshot, his name is like Floyd, and the character in Capra, his name is like Lloyd, right? Like it's not
Yeah, naturally.
yeah, it's not even like too like fucking different. Like yeah, if you know anything about Suicide Squad and you walk by this cover, you might think it's like a Suicide Squad book, right? But like it's like legally allowed. Like you're allowed to just like do this. And,
yeah.
Yeah, and I guess what also helps is that like the comic's actually fucking good. Like it's not a bad comic.
I see.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's what's weird about adoptables to me is like, if you see a character that you like, what's to stop you from not buying it but just making a character that has very similar elements?
I think I think the vibe that the most people who
doing this is essentially.
I think
coppering it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't see that like I've only recently started doing adoptables.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe like the process of just doing that is like an extra amount of energy that not that many people have or like care too much. Maybe like I could see that happening, but as of yet no one has given that much of a shit to like try. Right?
I think to me it's just sort of like if you have a good design, like you said with the specific clown one, like it's so good you want to keep it. You don't want to sell it. So people who are selling adoptables aren't selling their best work. They're selling things that they don't really care about as much, and people. I mean,
they might sell something that's like just appeals to someone else more than it appeals to them.
I know. Yeah, sure. But like, if I'm like going out, like if I'm on the hunt for a character, or if I see a character design in use, and I'm like, oh, I want that. That's not up for adoption because they've been used already in something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Usually an adoptable is just like a character sheet, and I don't feel anything when I look at a character sheet usually.
You want to,
I noticed the two kinds of people who like buy adoptables are people who can't really draw that well. So if they had like let's say they buy an adoptable, it's like, oh cool, finally I have an OC, so I'm going to show this to other people to commission them to draw this character, right?
Yeah.
I've heard people say stuff like they don't like, some people want to do fan art of other people's adoptables, which I think it's fine. Like that's nothing weird about doing like fan art for someone.
I would say fan art is fine. Yeah, as long as they're not like selling it or passing it off as an original.
I think also the thing is that like everyone in here is like an artist, so if we don't really need to buy a character, we just design one, right?
Yeah, like I don't really necessarily dislike the practice. I just think it's so pointless, and I would never use it in any way.
I guess I can't really imagine. I mean, furries have a whole thing where they have like a Sona, and like I can't really imagine like having a Sona that like is me. That maybe if I did, I would be like, yeah, please, like draw this Sona of mine doing all these things I want to see. Maybe that would make it easier to understand.
Actually, I've gotten like 2 or 3 artists who have like bought adoptables. Like for example, this adoptable that I sell, Pan Pizza bought this one from me. And
oh really?
Yeah, and I guess like
cool.
Yeah, like I've gotten like friends buying.
That's kind of cool, actually.
I like what I've noticed is that
what does Pan Pizza want to do with it?
I just like draw. I mean, I've gotten like 2 friends who have bought like 2 adoptables off of me, and what they usually do is they grab it as like kind of like a base, and then they like kind of redesign it a little bit, right? Of course, that opens the question as like, well, what if like let's say they just kind of just looked at it and then they just designed their own?
Yeah, what if they just did that without buying it?
Like I guess you don't.
I think it does ultimately come down to like people willing to spend money, and you just have to hope that they are.
Do you technically lose? Because it's kind of like, I don't know, like it's kind of like pirating a movie, I guess.
I guess I'm sure a lot of it does come down to just like people want to support an artist, or like just people just don't want to be thieves. They want to like appreciate something that they like and support it. I'm sure that's a big part of it.
I think
I would be
or they just don't want to like get into trouble. They don't want someone like best just to not even fuck with like any chance of someone accusing me of being an art thief.
I mean, if the person
that's the thing.
If the person you like stole, like quote unquote stole an adoptable from is popular, you'd probably be put on blast.
You're fucked,
right?
Yeah.
I think people don't really care too much if designs are similar, but they but they care if like I think people don't like tracing more. I think tracing is like what people don't like more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hypothetically, what if somebody like came up with as many character designs as humanly possible, put them all up for adoptable, you could buy them. And it's like so many character designs that basically every character design ever is like
that sounds so plausible.
You could no longer design your own character without somehow plagiarizing these adoptables. And then
you know what?
Get on
you should
that.
you should try.
Excuse me,
you should try to do
this?
that. Huh? You should try to do that. You should try to design literally every character that could ever exist.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good racket. I could spring up.
First, you start with a stick figure, and then you draw a stick figure with a face. Then you draw a stick figure with hair, and then you start a stick figure with clothes, and you just keep going down the line until you get everything down.
Yeah, and then I say, excuse me, you have drawn a character with 2 hands. And glasses and a hair, and I did that. So please pay up.
I call Marvel and say, excuse me, sir, I think you ripped off my design for Iron Man. I came up with a Robo red and gold guy. I guess also like I there's like weird specific kind of like rules. Like you ever seen the thing where like a show would have the same name as like an album or a song, but it's okay since there's both 2 different pieces of like properties that like it's fine.
Oh, you mean like the Vapors, which shares a name with an 80s band? Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or how Bongo Luna shares a name with like a DJ.
Does it?
Oh, I think so. I found like a guy.
What, Bongo and Luna?
No, I think I found a guy called Bongo. Oh, no, I found a guy called Luna, and I think he made a remix that has the word bongo in it.
I see.
It's like the most.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, the thing is like, if there's something I've like learned, this might be like kind of like cynical or unironically, I'm just built different. It's like, I don't know, like, I notice some shit takes effort, and sometimes if it's even a little bit of effort, people just won't do it, right? Yeah. So I'm just not too fucking like worried, right?
Sure.
And
I get you.
And I guess the thing is, like, I kind of have so much faith in my, like, I guess, skill in designing characters that, like, I'm not fucking too worried about selling off a couple of designs, right? Sure. I mean, that's why, like, I'm gonna... You. I mean, yeah, but if I want to reuse, like, aspects, like, of a character, like, why not can I have another character that also has, like, a broken heart on an axe, right? But it has, like, something else different about them, you know? Mm-hmm. Right, like I could
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I could like still do that again, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Right,
I gotcha. Hey, do you wanna start voicemails?
Yeah,
Are we gonna start voicemails? Let's start them. Let's start it. Bass. So first one is called. Wait, I'll put it in the chat. There it is. First one is called. Wait, it's loading. Okay, more like take a shit on my desk yearly. 3, 2, 1, go.
Gib, Shit on My Desk Yearly 5 just came out, and every time that it shows up, I'm like, oh yes, this existed. I totally forgot. And it's a wonderful, fun little time. And as such, I decided to rewatch all of it from the beginning. And Shit on My Desk Yearly 1, one smug left a comment saying, in 3 years after the procrastinators have all died in the suicide pact of 2020, I will make sure to keep watching these videos and keep your legacy alive. And I have to say, where was the suicide pact of 2020? Come on. That would have been so
Would
cool.
have been based. Would have been based. We fucked it up.
We did.
I forgot about shit on my
kind of do a
desk yearly.
suicide pact with the entire world in 2020.
Base. Yeah, in 9 years, we're all gonna do the biggest suicide pack on a global scale. It's gonna be pretty rad.
Except it's suicide, it's homicide, and I'll be left alive,
Can you-
and no one else.
Can you remind me? Can you remind me about the premise of shit on my desk yearly?
Yeah. So it started like 5 years ago now. I think it's episode 5. Yeah. So 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was around the time when I was like. Actually, I don't know. I think it was just sort of like episodic videos about stuff. I think Trixie was doing things of that nature, and I think it was like a joke that was like, what if I did a scheduled release video that was like a year? And I checked, and you could do that. And I wanted to see how many years it could be in the future that you could schedule something to appear on YouTube. So I filmed a bunch of like completely pointless crap. Like me just talking about shit that was on my desk at the time.
Okay.
And it's like banal and as tedious and pointless as possible. But the fact that it came out like once a year for who knows how many years, it was the joke.
Is it still coming out?
Yeah, number 5 just came out.
Oh yeah,
It's
a
on the
week
Give
ago.
and Take channel.
Oh
Wait,
my
yeah.
god.
Do they come out automatically?
Yeah, I scheduled them all at once, and they are still like, they're like, yeah, you just, I feel like you could go to like 2040 and schedule something, and it will appear if YouTube still exists.
Damn. That's interesting. How many do you have lined up, or you don't want to spoil it?
Kaiju comments. It says, "Oh my god, it's still going on."
Yeah, it's funny because it's like everyone's like, "Oh no, I'm old. I'm a whole year older." Because it's such an uneventful video series, but which means it catches people by surprise every time it happens.
Oh, and you're watching Best of the Worst, Biohazard, Slaughter High, and Kill Point. Oh, that's a good one.
I made sure
Maybe
to
I'll go watch that.
Yeah, that was what was out at the time, and it was on trending. So it was like, oh, that proof that it was actually filmed in the past.
Notably, this video has no dislikes and 145 likes, which is very, very unusual that a single dislike, but congratulations on that.
You did it again.
Yeah. I made the best YouTube series in the world.
It's true. It's true. Next voicemail is called, sorry, let me find my shit here. Next voicemail is called Prince. Let me put it in the chat. There it is. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're right, guys. So since Radcon, I've wanted to come up with like a voicemail to leave, something funny or something artistic. But it's been a year, and I've come up with nothing so far. So I'm gonna set up a rule for myself where I leave a voicemail every week until I come up with something decent or something alright. Okay. So that's it. That's my plan. Every week, one voicemail. And if Tom is here, how does he feel about streaming? You know, his creative, you know, his projects and stuff. If Gib is here, you know, I'd like his Clarissa streams. And if Ben is here,
yeah,
you can fuck off.
Damn.
I knew it. I predicted that. I predicted that joke.
Did they say that they liked the Clarissa streams, or did they ask a question? I didn't hear.
I think he said he liked the Clarissa streams. That's what I heard. Tom's not here. Okay, so the plan is I don't have anything good to make a voicemail about, but I'll just keep making one until I make a good one. All right.
It's a good plan. You start by doing something, and then you make a terrible voicemails, and then eventually you don't.
I mean, one of them's gotta eventually be good, right?
It's the law of averages.
Right, one of them gotta eventually be a top 10. You know,
you gotta spend 10,000 hours mastering the art of making voicemails. So you gotta work through all the first 10,000.
I just hope that I'm a guest on when we get to the good one. It'll be very eventful.
Years from now,
I'm gonna try to guess it.
The next voicemail is called Rub and Tug. 3, 2, 1, go.
So if you want to have sex, I know you've never had sex before. I've found this great website. It's called rubmaps.ch, and it's this place you can find like prostitution brothels, and
Ew.
you walk right in and you say the code word or whatever, and then they'll sucky for $5, and it's pretty legit. I just found out about this a few days ago, and planning my next visit. Fuck yeah.
Wait, what was the website called again?
Rubmaps.ch.
Rubmaps.
Where fantasy meets reality. Oh my god.
Massage parlor review, erotic massage. I am over 18, yes.
Well, it's America, so not for me, I guess. Lol.
Latest reviews around me. Jenny over in Worcester. Only $60.
Jackie is $40. Herm.
Oh, that's is that cheaper than what is it? Waifu? Something waifu?
40, I guess $40 for the massage right now. $7 a month, 7 times 12. That's like, I don't know. Wait, I can do this. It's like
how many hand jobs could a
like
month
84
of stripper waifu?
That's like 80. That's like 85. That's like $85 a month. 40. Like, it'd probably be cheaper to just join stripper waifu's OnlyFans than to go to one of these massage parlors.
But that's not the personalized experience though.
Okay, you know what? Maybe like, I don't know, stripper waifu, like, maybe do one month of stripper waifu just to feel it out, to see like what's the flow of content being uploaded, and give or take, if you don't like that, save your money next month and go to see Jackie.
This one is
for $40.
Some of these people. Oh, this lady's name is Yo-Yo. I like that. For some reason.
Does she spin around really fast?
Why is this review near me in Lafayette, Louisiana? This is
what the fuck?
Oh wait, no, I was looking at newest reviews in the U.S. Okay, that's latest reviews. Let me find one. Let me find a good review here. Okay,
it says you can't read a review. No, it's a premium. It's
fucking
click
kidding
here to get
me.
instant access to the review.
Are you
Go
fucking
premium. That's
kidding
fucking
me?
lame.
I can't read a fucking review.
That's lame.
Jesus, that sucks. That was gonna be great content. Yeah,
that's lame.
Damn, if anyone can get me a subscription to rubmaps.ch strictly for content creation purposes, obviously, send me a DM.
Oh my god, this place is way closer than I thought. It's like only 2 blocks away from my pad. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
They say the devil is tempting. He's a tempting person, right? I didn't think he was gonna be this tempting.
In the details.
I didn't think he was gonna be this tempting.
You're terrible.
As tempting as sex, could it be?
I don't think anything could be as. Wait a minute, a hand job though might be.
A hand job.
Next voicemail is called Get used to it. 3, 2, 1, go.
First off, we have a pretty cool, pretty small, pretty chill Psychological server, which I will probably link to in the comments. But anyways,
okay.
Speaking of Psychologials, remember clown and horse gender?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wait, is that it?
Okay, good. You're welcome in advance, by the way. But remember when Gamzee just kind of like strangled Equus to death?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I remember that.
No, I don't.
You're welcome.
I
It's
don't.
not that.
Wait, what?
I'm
That
not
doesn't
quite.
make any sense.
What is the implication here?
I think the implication is that clown and Equus is like horse and is like clown gender, horse gender. It's not a sexual preference. It's not.
This
You've
is a-
misunderstood it, I think.
I don't know. I mean,
It's not about
Gamzee
clowns
is-
having sex with horses. This is something else.
If it, I don't. He can't think that. He can't think that that's what it is. But it's like okay, the clown. So it would be an allegory for someone with no gender killing someone with a lot of gender. So what's what does it mean? Riddle me that. ironmathy@gmail.com. Riddle me that. Okay.
Riddle
next
my
one
ass.
is riddle my ass. Hey.
Hey,
Next-
bro.
Next shout outs. Next one is called Tom's Content Gold Mine. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tom always acts like he doesn't have anything to talk about on the podcast, and yet he plays D&D every weekend. Clearly he has something to talk about, what he did during D&D. After all, the best thing about D&D is telling people who really don't want to listen to it about what you did over the weekend.
That's
and
absolutely
what would
true.
fit more on the PCP than that?
That is absolutely correct. I 100% agree. It is a
Yeah.
content goal. I was looking forward to getting my frog character campaign more underway. I was gonna talk about it, but then it evaporated and it never really came to pass, which was sad. Tom's got the opportunity to. Imagine it's even worse than Mage talking about her dreams would be Tom talking about D&D.
Yeah, I was just having a flashback to that.
Yeah.
Unironically, Tom needs to learn to be more annoying on the PCP. He doesn't take enough risks.
I actually agree. I think Tom avoids talking about things that he thinks no one will be interested in, and I think as a result he ends up not talking about things that we would genuinely we could wring interest out of if we tried.
Tom, you gotta know you're annoying, Tom, and you should own up to it. You know, God made you annoying, and you shouldn't feel shame for it. It's
You
one
can't
of your
deny.
It's
You
one of your
can't just
talents.
pray. You can't just pray the annoying away.
Yeah,
you
you
have
can't-
to. You have to embrace it. You have to
Exactly.
be your true self.
Embrace the cringe, Tom.
Embrace the cringe. That's right. Well, Tom does embrace the cringe because he posts GIFs. He posts reaction GIFs, which we know is we had the cringe trial.
They truly are a gift.
and he was found guilty. So we already know this much. Next voicemail is called. It's just called Janess. 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you recommend for a daily regimen of learning the drawing fundamentals to practicing drawing over and over again? What space of time should I allow for each?
You're asking the wrong people. Well,
Who the fuck
maybe
says
not the
I
wrong
don't know how to
people.
draw?
I mean, what space of
You-
time?
Well, you know how to draw.
What space of time? I would say.
What is your drawing regimen for learning how? Did you do that? Did you do the whole stuff?
I remember back in middle school when Tumblr was at the height of its popularity, I would have a USB where I would just constantly save a lot of photos of real life of people in outfits or scenery into a USB, and I would call the folder art references. And during weekends, I would just go through every single one of the photos and just draw as closely as I can to that photo. Even though it looked bad, I would still try to draw realistic. And over a course of a time, I would just kind of subconsciously learning anatomy and how to make things look good, how to draw hands well. Because I did that is why I know how to draw hands well now.
That's a pretty good regimen you got there.
Yeah. So if you could just, I don't know, when you have free time, weekends or whatnot. I know there's certain websites that just give you random stock images to kind of practice with, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go back to the fundamentals a little bit because I have not drawn humans in fucking forever. All I'm drawing are little goblins getting blown up, and it's fun. It's fun. It's great. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's great.
I'm happy for you.
Read Villainverse, of course. But
Read Villainverse.
I need to practice more humans and more.
If you want to see lots of goblins getting
goblins get blown up in Villainverse, like every chapter, at least one goblin blow up. One goblin blow up. That's the cheesy guarantee.
Goblin. I don't know if there's anything funnier than a goblin. I just don't know if there is.
I think that question was about like how to balance drawing for fun and drawing fundamentals, like time-wise. I don't know if there's like, I guess the balance would be depending on the person. Drawing for fun enough so that you enjoy drawing in general, so that when you're doing the fundamentals, you don't want to die.
I would say just draw at how much time. It's just like as much as you can that you aren't like suffering and you are fucking furious and fed up and you hate it. If you get to that point, it's time to take a break and maybe come back tomorrow.
I think
it'll depend on everyone. It's different like the tolerances for this. Because I'm no patience for learning. I hate learning. It sucks, except when it's random facts on Wikipedia. But like studying and like drawing stuff that isn't like funny, stupid shit is difficult for me. So I can't. I got to do it more. I just gotta, I don't know, learn discipline, I guess.
I think I think what would be good is kind of like have the fun drawings be like the reward, right? So like, let's say I'm gonna try to draw 3 like anatomy pictures for practice, and then once I finish those 3, my reward is to draw like my fun little anime weeaboo bullshit, whatever the fuck you like. You know, that'll be like that'll be your little treat. That'll be your carrot at the end of the stick. Right.
I hate carrots.
It would be your acai bowl at the end of the stick.
Yeah, bruh.
Base? Oh, fucking love acai bowls.
Next voicemail is called I have to draw my commissions. They've waited many months. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey PCP, it's I haven't actually listened to the podcast in like several months, probably like 6 months now. I'm really behind. I haven't been listening to anything.
Don't worry about
it. I just
it.
wanted to tell you that I just
Nothing
got a Switch. They gave me a refund on it, but I still got the Switch.
Based.
So I got a free Switch, and I got Mario Kart with it.
Fuck yeah.
And I can't stop playing Mario Kart. For like the past 4 days, I've done nothing but play Mario Kart. I got the gold wheels, gold Mario.
Good.
I got the gold kart.
Good for
and
you.
I'm getting really close to getting the gold glider. I'm like rank 5,000 online. All right, next game's about to start. I'll see you.
Okay, wait.
Come back. Wait.
The title. I hope he gets that gold card. I hope he's got it by now. I really
guess
do.
If he said he hasn't listened to the PCP, so I guess I'll update him. So I think you gotta, if you really want to like update yourself on the PCP, I recommend reading Villainverse. Just look up Villainverse. And, like,
if you want to really understand.
If you want to really understand the PCP, there's it's either a Tumblr link or a Medibang link, right? But just there, first 3 chapters and a prologue. It should keep you up to speed. And maybe it'll fix your Mario Kart addiction. Who knows?
Anything is possible.
And anything is possible, gamer.
Next voicemail is called Satire. 3, 2, 1, go.
Look. The capitalist system, the corporatocracy, whatever you want to call it, it's all built with loss in mind. See, these companies, they know they're going to be stolen from.
This was going to suck.
And that money is right there, the being stolen from fund. And you can reach out and take it. You can steal from Walmart and they won't follow you out. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is about shoplifting.
Like, that sort of thing exists, but at like larger scales, where you can get away with like a lot. I'm not kidding, because these companies don't have the resources to investigate every time they're stolen from in a petty way. This goes for other things too, like creditors and banks and shit. And banks, all right, they're actually committing fraud constantly. And if you know the law, you can fuck them, and you can take their money basically and keep your credit score. I'm not giving advice or anything. I just think everyone should look into the opportunities afforded to them by the system. And we are in the looting phase of capitalism, so it's okay.
I think
it's kind of based. I think it's kind of based.
I think it's kind of based.
I'm sure it's probably true. It's probably true that banks are constantly committing fraud.
Yeah,
how
I
do we
believe
get
that.
it though? I don't know. I would like to maybe know more about how to actually get the money.
Look, like I don't know. I really can't say anything about this because Vosh hasn't made a video about it, so I didn't really know what to think of it. Yeah,
We're
sorry.
gonna have to.
Sorry, maybe call back next time when you're Vosh, my guy. I'm sorry.
We can call in. We can call in on the stream and ask him.
But yeah, I know about like it's easy to fucking steal from Walmart and all these places. It's no crime.
I mean, it's true that like yeah, I mean no corporate entity will like pursue a loss to an extent that like getting it back will cost them more than they'll recoup from it.
Mm-hmm.
So like broadly, yeah, you can steal from anyone who doesn't have the resources to who it's not worth it for them to like unsteal it, which you could use that knowledge in any number of different ways.
It's up to you, gamer.
Yes, each gamer. It's up to each individual gamer to decide which I don't know, fucking Twitch stream to dump their bits into, or what the fuck does that mean?
It's up to each gamer to decide whether they want the good or bad ending of Mass Effect. It's up to you, gamer. It's up to you. It's the choices you make that matter. Which is the true ending.
The next voicemail is called Based Joker. 3, 2, 1, go.
Every poo-poo is pee-pee time. But not every pee-pee is poo-poo time. Huh? Ever think about that one, Mr. Batman? Huh?
That's a very good impression.
I think about that all the time. What's the deal?
I fucking love all the sort of like Heath Ledger impressions.
That was a pretty good Heath Ledger impression. I'll give him that one, and I laughed. So
my father left the voicemail on the PCP one time.
Next voicemail is called.
Do you want to know how I got these subscribers?
These subs. The next one.
My father ate an acai bowl one time.
Batman, you barely touched your acai bowl. You barely touched your Sonic curry.
Stupid.
The next voicemail is just called Hi Ben. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the Pro Crastinators podcast theme of the day, and I'm really gay. Yes, I wish I had a voice modulator, but I don't 'cause I'm poor. Say hello to Ben and Gib, and maybe even Tom Oliver, but not Trixie, Nate, Mumsy, or Davoo. Jesse, Mage, Monkey Jones, or Jeff Fu, but Ben Saint is here with Gib and Tate, and that is pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Pretty
the motto
okay.
of the PCP.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take pretty okay.
He didn't have me there at the beginning, but that finale really he landed it.
Nobody said my name with such gusto before.
Give her time.
He really went for it, and I have to applaud the enthusiasm. Next voicemail is literal baby children. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, PCP. Where were you when you found out Dan Grumps was a rapist?
Oh my god.
He's not a rapist. There was a whole big thing, but he's just maybe a scummy guy.
I didn't really look any further into it.
He apparently has a history of I know when I say groomer, people think by default like minors, but no, a groomer could also be applied to someone who just uses their power to get people over someone.
Yeah. He used his influence as a popular Let's Player to fuck some fans
Which-
occasionally.
That's what
and he
I
didn't
would
call them back,
assume.
and-
That's what I would assume he would
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, like, and you know
And
what? Yeah.
Oh, he didn't.
People-
He didn't call him back. Oh no! But I want him to keep fucking
Yeah.
these girls who I think he shouldn't be fucking. Why didn't he call them back and keep fucking them? That's so evil.
It's
What a joik! Hey, I'm joiking off here.
I'm zerking off.
You know-
I'm trying to remember what, because it's been a while since that happened.
Yeah, it's been
It's
like,
been like
God,
2 weeks.
yeah, fucking time moves so fucking fast. You forget,
Wait, no, it's
like,
been 1 week.
like by the time this video drops, we're all gonna forget about that boat that like got stuck in the Suez Canal.
I only kind of heard about that secondhand, and I don't really get what's so funny about it.
Just
I can't
just
believe
funny that the
Dan
economy-
fucked the Suez Canal.
Yeah, he fucked that.
He
he
dug
used-
it. He dug
You know-
the Suez
you know-
Canal with his own hands.
You know what? It's actually perfect time for me to make this announcement. I won't just be replacing Nolan on the Pizza Party podcast. I'll be replacing Dan on Game Grumps.
Congratulations!
I am-
Finally, we can have a man on the inside of the Game Grumps.
I'm not so grump now. Hopefully, I don't fall for some horrible controversy anytime soon. Haha.
Hopefully you don't fuck any fans, because
I-
that
oh,
would
God.
be a big
That's why
no.
That's why every time I hook up with someone, I make sure. Have you heard of Villain Verse? And when they say no, I'm like, oh, good.
Every time when you're on Game Grumps, you got to be like, "Hey, you ever heard of Game Grumps?" They're like, "Ugh, I hate that shit. That's for babies." And you go, "Yes,
Like,
yes."
I'm done fucking someone.
I'm free.
I'm done fucking someone, and then afterwards they tell me, by the way, I really like Bongo and Luna, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
No, what have I done? What have I done? Next voicemail is called. It's called Doid Gazers. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello there. This is Doid Gazers.
Hello.
And, I'm your host, D. And today we're gonna be smoking some weed. And then after that, we're gonna talk to some guy. And then we're gonna smoke some more weed.
Gripping.
And then I'm gonna do the hippity hop. And that'll be a ribbity rap.
Is this a
You
people
know?
movie I'm watching right now?
Please give me money. And subscribe to my blog post Patreon thing,
That's right.
and you can give me money. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice baby.
I
Nice
love,
baby.
I love that.
back
I love the baby in the back.
that added a texture to it.
Is this what it feels like to watch? I'd never seen an episode of Void Gazer. Is this what it's like?
It's I mean,
Well,
it's way
minus
longer.
the baby.
No baby, and imagine it's
Oh.
like 4 hours instead of 30 seconds.
Well, if there's no baby, I'm not interested then, because the baby stole the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've watched an entire episode of that podcast.
I've heard like a little snippet here and there.
I
haven't
skimmed
actually
through
watched
one, and I watched half of another one.
It's bad. It's dumb. It's awful, and I hate it. Lol.
Yeah, I'm anti-Yig
Go on,
Studios.
Cheesy.
I'm anti-Yig Studios until that one
I'm also
video-
anti-Yig Studios.
It's-
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you'll support me.
No,
in this.
I'm sorry, Benson. I'm gonna betray you right now. The last
Okay,
the
well-
last video they dropped. Let's say it changed my mind.
It made me feel stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Maybe Yig Studios isn't so bad if they could beat up Ethan Ralph.
I agree that Ethan Ralph is a monster, but I don't think any better of
Yeah.
anyone involved over this.
I feel
I
the
feel like
same. I'm not
everyone
so,
should be embarrassed.
curmudgeonly about it as you seem to be. I think it was a funny moment, but like Lamau,
let
I'm
them
not
fight.
really like. Ooh, thumbs up to whatever this situation is. Like it's completely insane.
let them
and I'm
fight.
so surprised. I'm so surprised that it was like uploaded and so
That's the problem for me.
like
Yeah,
public about it. There's just like wow.
that's
Like,
the issue for me. What a fucking joke!
laughed.
What a gross! what a fucking yucky
Oh,
group
boy.
gaggle of goblins we've got over there.
Hopefully, they
and not funny goblins that get into shenanigans. Anyway,
Based.
Doid
based.
Gazers.
Based.
Doid Gazers, every pony.
It was a little based.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
It was a little based. You know, credit where credit is due. They punched Ethan Ralph a bit.
Sure,
It's pretty good.
Pretty based.
I guess, but I mean, who hasn't, right? Who hasn't punched Ethan Ralph? Next voicemail is called Honest Request. There it is. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I know this is like entitled fan bullshit, but arm retrieval meant a lot to me, and I'm like semi-furious that Munchie privated all of that shit without warning. I would like to download all of it, please, because it meant a lot to me. Is there any way you could tell him to like, hey, could you unprivate it for like even 24 hours so I could download all of it real quick? You could, and it could be gone forever, but I just want it for to have personally because I love it so much. Please, I love that show. I'm very angry that it's gone with no warning. I just want to download it for personal viewing. I'm not going to re-upload it, I promise.
I understand that. I think you should just ask him. I think you should just ask Munchie.
I mean, there's nowhere you can contact him. That's the thing.
Is there not?
Wait, hold on.
No, he doesn't use Twitter. He's changed his social media.
Hold on, I'm getting.
He's closed his social media stuff.
I'm getting a Discord DM from Munchie, and he says that he'll have it up for 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks to download it before he deletes it, and hopefully he sticks to his word and doesn't delete it 2 weeks earlier. Let's see.
I don't.
I feel like I didn't expect because like certain Munchie content was like, oh yeah, I could see why you wouldn't want any of that up, and like I could see why you wouldn't want to inform people so that they could re-upload it. But
I didn't know that. I didn't know that
harmless.
I didn't know that arm retrieval was gone, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it's down. I guess just to complete the mission, I suppose.
Like maybe there's some aspects of it I forget. Like he doesn't want to like. I feel like his decision to not inform people was so that
that was definitely deliberate.
Munchie archives.
That was definitely deliberate.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to see them again. I don't know whether I'd watch them, but like, it is kind of sad that they're gone. Maybe I could talk to him about like something.
It might be worth asking him about, I guess. I don't know.
If I was Munchie, I would really try to like get Jess to take down the Plebe and the Weeb episode where they talk about Kirby, because that's probably one of the most heinous shit involving Munchie.
Is that right?
It's the one where he says like the N-word like 100 times.
Yeah, like, I could see the case to be made there.
I have not watched Arm Retrieval.
I mean, that's why he took down the lectures, the first two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Maybe just doesn't want to take. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if. I don't think Munchie even has any contact with Jess, so he would have to establish contact first.
Right.
Is the Plebe and the Weeb on Jesse's channel?
It's on My Japanese Animes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I don't know. Someone would have to contact Jesse about it.
Yeah, like there's one thing like I would tell Munchie like you probably should try to tell Jesse to be like can you take that down, because is it Munchie trying to actually work in the industry and whatnot or whatever?
It's not. I think
it's not necessarily about that exactly. He just made the decision that he wants the life he led online to be like, he's embarrassed about it. He doesn't like it. Doesn't like that it's all public. He wants it gone. So I'm like, yeah. I maybe forgot about that. Actually, I should probably mention it.
It would probably maybe bear mentioning like before this episode comes out when we talk about it, which might provoke people to like try and archive it.
Look, I know
it probably already
like,
is.
Viewers,
someone probably already has it somewhere. I feel like that's
viewers. I know how you feel. I know you don't like things being gone, but Munchie's my friend, and I care more about him than I do about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever Munchie says goes.
Pretty much. Next voicemail is called Mentos Trio Thing. 3, 2, 1, go.
I just want to say that I've been curious about the Mentos Trio ever since the Things We Can't Get Into podcast. And at the time,
was it that one?
After learning more about you guys, I just assumed that it was like Ben, Nate, and Grace. You know, like your sister.
No,
I assumed that was the trio.
it was not.
I don't know why. That was my go-to.
I'm surprised you even remember we have a
that
sister.
wasn't the case. Cool, thank you. Thank you for finally answering a question that I was like intending on making a voicemail to ask about for a while, but I just kept forgetting. So fucking good on you, Ben. Thank you.
I'm glad
was that
someone
before I
actually
joined last
remembered
week?
and won. It might have been. Yeah, it might have been before you joined last week. I think I talked about it like at the beginning.
I guess I'll go
yes,
listen to that because I can't remember any of Mentos.
Yes, I had in previous episodes I had mentioned a thing I used to be in called the Mentos Trio, and I think last episode was the first time I actually explained what it was. Lol. Okay, so the next voicemail is it has an Imgur link, which I guess I will post it here.
Oh, Herm. What
Okay.
is this?
Bacon Busker Beatdown featuring Erarare, Bear and Pig. Snoop
Okay.
Hogs.
see.
Okay. This is okay.
Album art?
This is well drawn actually. This is could use some color though. Okay. So this is album art, I suppose. 3, 2, 1, go.
The missiles in my hands and pistols in my eyes won't work against this pig because of his thick hide. Even when the bear uses claw attack, it doesn't really work because the pig's too fat. But the pig's got a big honkin' hog ego. We gotta use our words to hurt him so. He's burning so hard he can't get back. We gotta beat the pig with a candid rap. Need to do a rhyme to take him down. What kind of rhyme could make a swine frown?
I don't know. What kind of rhyme could make a swine frown?
Herm. Fire.
Hey. Ho, let's
Jude?
go. Hey,
Yeah,
pig, you fucking blow.
My name
you're
is Cheesy, and I'm here to say you're really, really gay.
I dislike pigs in a major way.
Yeah.
I'll bring home the bacon by killing you and cutting you up.
That's a good one. There's potential there.
Wait.
There's potential there.
Don't catch me waking, because I never sleep. I pull out the Glock, and I make this bacon weep.
It's the most embarrassing rap.
See,
what would you call
see,
it?
I can't rap because I can't
riff?
see the. I can't.
A rapport.
A diss.
An improv.
I can't rap well because I can't say the N word. Oh, if I could say the N word, I'd rap so amazing right now. Oh my god!
You could blow this pig away.
Yeah, blow them out of the water. But at last, ooh,
You just blow his eardrums out with the beep.
The price I pay for being an ally. At last.
Sad but true.
JK. But
You're lucky I'm an ally.
Hey, you're lucky I'm an ally, sir.
Yeah, you say, squinting and gritting your teeth. Well, Erarare, I hope we've given you a little bit of ammunition there for the rap against this pig. Hope we helped. Next voicemail is called what is this? What is this garbage? It is called Okay, it's called PC. Gib, do you see this? It's called PCP Opening 1, and then there's like a...
What? It's like 1 second.
It's 1 second, and it's...
What is this?
Yeah, there's a link to... I don't think this works. I think they fucked this up.
Oh, well,
it's a file share? Yeah, I don't know.
Try again next time, asshole.
Try again next time, buddy. Better luck next time.
Better luck next time. Yuck.
Yeah, okay. Next one is my. No, I haven't posted it. The next voicemail.
Oh
is called...
did you listen to this? The 1 second one. The 1 second one.
Yeah, I did. He just says. He just says what?
What? Okay.
He says what?
Just double checking.
What? Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunate. The next one is called Minesweeper but Demons. 3, 2, 1, go.
Someone brought up Demon Crawl last week, and I'm a big fan of it, but they didn't do a great job of selling it, I thought. Minesweeper is a big part of how it functions, but there's so much other shit that if you're just here for Minesweeper, you may not actually enjoy it. You play through a bunch of levels that get bigger and harder, of course, but you've got an inventory to manage, you got gold to spend, health, defense, armor, stage mods to deal with, meta progression shit, bosses, so on and so forth. The idea is that it's got cruel RNG that will gleefully throw unavoidable guesses at you left and right, so you got to mitigate that with stuff you find, like a bow to shoot at hidden cells, or a familiar to run around and die to monsters for you. Also, maybe you get bad items that fuck up your run, like something that makes NPCs never show up, or a hobo cap that makes shop prices higher. I could go on about it forever, but you can just play the Android version for free to see if you like it. PC version is well worth it, but obviously that costs money. Not a problem for me, but hey, it's cute. It's got a nice pixel art style. It's good. Go try it.
Okay. Cool. That explains a little
what it
bit
was
more.
called again.
Oh god, I forget
Dungeon
to wait.
Sweeper.
Demon Crawl.
Demon Crawl.
It's a demon.
Oh, now I understand it a little better.
Demon Crawl.
Next voicemail is called Cute VTuber Says Hi and Nothing Else. 3, 2, 1, go.
おはよう PCP 皆さんリポーターベールセンタさん元気ですか
Hello, it is me, Beatrice from Umineko. You've just been fucked with. You've just been trolled. I just freaked your fucking mind. All Umineko witches can do this. I'll repeat it in red. All witches from Umineko can thoroughly freak a podcaster's minds. If you want your minds unfreaked and your lives untrolled, then this Monopoly man will need Beatrice demands. I want $1 billion by the end of today.
Oh my god.
Or these podcasters will freaking die. Okay, goodbye from Beatrice. It was nice talking to you. Goodbye.
It's nice talking to you too.
Nice hearing from you.
Rad.
Nice.
I got owned tonight.
I think so.
How many more voicemails is there?
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 more.
Word.
We're almost free.
You could give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. You guys can keep playing.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the next one without you. We can't. We gotta keep going.
Right.
We can't. When things change, you just gotta keep moving forward. You can never go back. You can only go forward.
I'll be right back.
Next one is called "The Bandits Have Arrived." 3, 2, 1, go.
Tom deduces that the bird creature is telling what they believe to be the truth, and has no hints of maliciousness about them. Gib also succeeds in tickling the bird creature into laying an egg, and proceeds to eat it in front of him. The bird creature does not like this, and then proceeds to leave without offering any additional information or weaponry. You continue your fortifications for the next few weeks. Finally, a band of bandits appear outside your fortress. The Bitcoin bandits. They make attempts to penetrate your structure, but then stop. It seems your fortifications have succeeded. They then make the demand. Ben! Give us your bitcoins! What do you do?
Very simple command. I like the fact that that bird was trying to help, and I just tickled it into making an egg. Like how inappropriate. And then I ate the child that they made. And they're like,
the
oh
egg and
god, gross.
It's terrible. Terrible etiquette.
Go. It's just chaotic and neutral things.
I mean, I already sold all my Bitcoin. So,
oh, you know about that? I sold 2 similar time, a little later than you did, so I didn't. It was already going down by the time I had sold it, but then it went even lower, and I was like, it started to come back up, and I just reinvested the money again, and it's gone back up. So basically, nothing happened actually.
Damn, I sold it. It's back. It went back up to. It was close to where I sold it before. It's gone back up most of the way, but not quite to where I sold it. So I may still have made the right decision. Although, damn, it really like shot up earlier today, and I don't like that. I don't like to see that.
Yeah.
So please die again.
It was like at the lowest point in the last week, and I was like, I don't like the idea that I don't have Bitcoin. What if it does go up? I'll feel so stupid, so I just put the money in. I basically paid for the transaction fee twice. And it
went up though, so you just feel more comfortable when you have Bitcoin. You feel naked without Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I need my Bitcoin to keep me warm at night.
Yeah, I say to these bandits, no, you can't have my Bitcoin. It's my safety blanket.
I say, oh god, they don't know. I say, there's no Bitcoin. I sold all my Bitcoin. Sorry, I sold the Bitcoin. No Bitcoin here. Goodbye.
But Ben, I've already told them that I have my Bitcoin and I won't give it to them.
No, but oh, well, I mean, they can have your Bitcoin. I don't care about
that. I push Ben off of the fortifications.
No, I push you off the fortifications.
Roll for pushing off fortifications.
I'm gonna get. They can take your Bitcoin and leave my fortifications in peace.
No, we're struggling. This is where we are right now. We're struggling, trying to push each other off.
We're trying to push the other. Wait, what does pushing me even do for you? They're just gonna see that I have no Bitcoin.
Yeah, but if you're down there,
you should just let me. You should just let me push you off because
no.
You do have Bitcoin, so it makes more sense.
That's why I need you to be pushed off. Because if you're pushed off, you can't push me off.
If I push you off, they'll take your Bitcoin. They'll be happy. They'll go. If you push me off,
then I won't have my Bitcoin.
They're still gonna attack you. They're still gonna attack you for those Bitcoin.
Yeah, but then I'd be in the fortifications. They'd rip you to shreds.
But I don't want you to be in the I want to be in the fortifications. You and your Bitcoin can go outside, please. I push harder.
Stupid argument. Like I want to live and I want you to die. No, I want to live and I want you to die.
Okay. So it seems
don't you understand?
It seems we're at an impasse here. I don't... Okay. Well...
Hang on. Rolldie.com. Just go to.
No, no. Let him roll. Let him roll.
I'll roll. Okay. Yeah, I'll let them roll.
Let them resolve. I don't want to roll on the show right now. Okay. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win for sure. There's no question. Next voicemail is where is it? Here we go. Jebediah Prickingson comes to an obvious realization. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, this is me, Jebediah Prickingson, also known as the Prick, for my respectable penis size.
Yes, of course.
I just gotta say, I'm feeling pretty silly about thinking about killing myself.
Yeah,
based
shame on
on our social relationship, it doesn't really exist. Feels stupid, kinda, you know. Also, feels stupid to send you guys voicemails.
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't.
That's it?
Nah, Jebediah Prickleson.
You have a voice modulator. That's the absolute bare minimum of what it takes to be
the bare maximum
to be for a worthwhile voicemail. So you're already beating Who was it before who said that they're just gonna send voicemails until one is good? You're already ahead of that guy. Things focus on the positive. Things are looking up. Next voicemail is called. Wait, this one's called An Honest Request, which is the same. There was already one called An Honest Request, but this is a new one. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Where do I go? Just show me where. Just point the way. Sucky wucky, cummy wummy. Yes, please.
Don't say that.
Yes, please.
Just don't say
for me.
that.
Cummies for me.
Oh, no more cummies.
Next.
Oh, no more cummies.
More. Yes, more. Yes, but have you considered yes more? Next voicemail is called Interesting Question. 3, 2, 1, go.
Video over. /2 your own semen and how did it taste? And why did you do it?
What? Did you understand that?
Did they ask?
I think he's
have
asking.
You ever tried semen?
Have you tried your own semen? And how did it taste?
I think I tasted a little bit one time just out of curiosity, and I thought it tasted kind of not very much like anything, but not good.
I've gotten
just kind of.
You guys ever heard of the technique snowballing?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen Clerks.
Yeah, so let's say I have that. And I've performed the snowballing. So.
No, I haven't done that. But it took a little like sniff. I tasted it and was like, ew. And that's where I'm at with that. Gib.
No, I've never done anything. I've never been curious enough.
I've never done anything. Okay.
I would like to.
No, with regards to semen.
I see.
And eating.
Okay.
No, that's pretty fucking lame.
Is it? Yeah, come on, Gib, live a little.
Yeah, please.
No.
Come on.
Yeah,
no, I'd rather die than live.
I'll fucking make you.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is you didn't eat your boogers when you were a kid.
Well, you never...
No, I didn't.
You've never tried to eat a little of your poop before? Like, just you never been curious, like, what poop tastes like? Huh?
You never thought, like, what if I, as an adult, what if I just shit myself and I, like, didn't go to the toilet? You ever tried that? Because, like, just out of curiosity.
Just to see what would happen.
Do you believe in the lies of society? Oh god.
Sheep, you're all sheep.
Sheep, unlike me, the enlightened poop eater.
Next voicemail is called Hi Ben 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
Guys, you need to get Digi's new cohorts, Bird and Riley, on the podcast.
No.
I was thinking that they were pretty gay before, but I saw a video of them beating the shit out of Digi's enemies. So they seem
They're
pretty
not
cool. I just don't
I
want to
hate
get
them.
the shit beat out of me. Ben, you might want to watch out too, buddy.
Okay. Thanks for the voicemail.
And her name is Trixie. Her name is Trixie.
Oh yes, and her name is Trixie. There's no Digi. That's all I have to say about that.
I'm gonna inherit the Digi role. I'll be the new Digi.
Didn't Ethan say that he was going to attempt to recast Digi? I saw a tweet where he said he was going to find a homeless man and make him the new Digi Pro.
And recast him. Recast her in what?
No, as in Trixie is no longer Digibro, therefore find a new person, a homeless man, and make him the new Digibro. Which is funny in concept.
There must always be a Digibro.
There must always be one.
I was rewatching before Trixie deleted the Digi After Dark content. I was rewatching a couple of them, and I realized how much.
Is that channel gone too?
Isn't it like the Digi Collective now, and it just has nothing but the music related stuff?
I didn't realize she deleted that stuff.
Wait, did she? Oh,
okay, whatever.
I was rewatching.
It doesn't matter.
I was rewatching a couple of old Digi Digi After Dark, and I was amazed how much I still like related to a lot of her older points. Like in this moment right now, in my life, and I realized maybe I should be the new Digibro. I relate so hard in this moment right now.
That would be pretty ironic then if they replaced Nolan B with Digibro on the Pizza Party podcast.
It'll be a picture of Trixie and it'll say Digi 1.
Let me see here. I mean, it looks like there's still. Oh yeah, okay. Looks like most of the content on the Digi Collective is gone. Okay.
Yep.
Lol. Whatever. Next voicemail is I'll put it right there, and it is called Breaking News. 3, 2, 1, go.
This just in, Ethan Ralph is a drunk asshole, more at 11.
Lol. Yup.
Bass.
Next.
True.
Oh boy, I can't.
Yeah. Can't really argue.
Can't wait till he goes to prison permanently. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I don't wish anything good on him. That's all. That's that much we can all agree on. Next voicemail is called Bort Co-op plus Boy, BOI. So Ben's weekly reminder to catch up on One Piece and BOI. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Not only is it your weekly reminder to catch up on One Piece this week, Ben, but how about this? The Binding of Isaac is getting its final DLC on the 31st.
God.
I thought you guys should know. If I recall correctly, that's a game you guys enjoyed in the past.
True.
But I know that's something that I am looking forward to.
Fair. I don't need that in my life right now. I got on another Noida kick earlier in the week, and I got so powerful that I was crashing the game. Like my wands were so good. I don't know why they do this, but when I have wands that shoot a single projectile that explodes into many small projectiles, that can sometimes crash the game. And it was doing that. It was crashing my game. It was deleting my wands. It was deleting my spells. It was corrupting my save data. It was so infuriating. I don't know what the problem is. Like I still could play it, but like stuff was gone, and I'm like, well, that's not fair. I earned that stuff. My wands.
No, it's unfair. It's unfair. Why?
It's unfair, and I hate video games now. And I was going for the 33 orb run. I had everything I needed, and I guess I still could do it. That save file is just kind of there, but like I'm salty about it. I haven't touched it in a while. And I don't need to start playing a new game like Binding of Isaac. If I started playing Binding of Isaac again, I'm sure I would sink another 100, 200 hours into it easy. Maybe at some point I'll go back to it. The last voicemail is called Oopsie Bobo. And there it is, loading it there. 3, 2, 1, go.
Some pussy called in last episode to warn you about the consequences of shoplifting. Buddy, don't express your own insecurities on other people. We very know what the fuck's gonna happen if they catch us. Nothing. Yeah. They're gonna say, please pay. I've done it. They've caught me. Nothing happens. Try to get away with it. Just play along. You can put them in another bag and try not to pay for them. And if someone sees your bag, you just go like, oh, no, I just forgot to pay.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb. Sorry. I forgot to pay. Now I gotta go. Bye-bye.
I think
you just walk out of the store.
In almost every case, like the worst they can do is like ban you from the store. And like if they remember you, they'll tell you like you can't come in here, leave. I think that's the worst that's gonna happen. I can't say for sure. But like I said on the last one, they're not cops. They can't arrest you.
Yeah, my cousin tried to steal a pants from Macy's, and they told him he was banned, and then he came back the next month. They didn't even fucking notice.
I'm sure if there's like a change in management, then like how would they? Craig left the call. I guess it's been 3 hours. But I guess that's a good signal for us to end, because we were 10 minutes away from Eleazar's 3-hour limit. Haha.
All right. Okay. I guess. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I think I remembered the specific reason why I wanted to come on. I dropped a video recently called "How to Get Your Own Adult Swim Show," and I did.
Oh yeah.
I did want to promote it. I did show it to you, but I don't know if you've seen the finished version, Ben or Gib.
I don't think you showed me the finished version. You showed me a version.
Yeah, I did. I've been just showing it around to everybody because I'm pretty proud of how it came out, and I need more eyes on it. And since Daddy Pan is not gonna put me on every episode, it's just every other episode. I need the views. I'm saber for the views on this video. I need them, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's on the Cheesy Manfredo channel. It's How to Get Your Own Adult Swim Show.
I recommend it. It's a funny video. I won't spoil it.
It's funny. It's informative.
Would spoil it.
It's basically.
It is informative. I did not know any of this until you told me about it.
I guess to run it down really quickly. There's this stream on Adult Swim, called the Development Meeting, where people could actually call in and try to pitch an idea for a show. And they were actually talking to people who are development heads at Adult Swim. So these guys aren't just like hosts or actors. No, they're actual like development heads. And I've seen enough episodes that I like know the meta game of how to get like a pitch like across. So this video is this video is gonna teach you the way to perform the perfect ass
It's a
pitch.
good idea. It's a good idea for a video. It really is.
So yeah, check it out. Check it out.
I will once again remind you that if you're a comic artist or you know any comic artists, cartoonists who want to maybe get their work published in the Kato Anthology, link down in the description if you want to see that and submit your work for when they do the Kickstarter to publish it, probably in a month or a little more. I'm not exactly sure, but soon. Link in the description for that. Gib, anything left?
No.
Nothing. I guess that's it. I guess that's it for the Crastinators podcast.
Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.